Oh my God, I'm so anxious. I'm so excited. Hello, everyone. Let me introduce my guest. Mini syllables. Take it away, Minnie.
Hello. I'm Robmin tonight.
Robmin, that's right. Bapstman and Robmin.
Pew pew. That's the BAP signal.
The Baps, yeah. Somebody, please create the Baps signal for me. Pew pew. Hey, Pepe. Oh, let's see. We got Spencer, Andy E, Eurofishing, Cahootin' with Emma, Church of Cod story. Hey, Pepe, Cod Fisher. Oh my God. Let's see. Lorne's literal asshole.
Literal asshole.
Omega Haber, Kelp Pill, Delali, Off the Verge, Scarlet Ebony, Danny G, Kelp Pill, Mary Mandolin, Misfit 71. Oh my God.
I love all these people.
Trey Woodward, Being Have, one of my new favorites. Being Have. I was being Have. Oh, everything Mini Syllables does is gold. She had another really funny idea, but for some reason we started, hi, yap, yap. We started talking about the BAP signal.
I'm sure that we will have a chance to do the other one too.
So, okay. The question, because of my choice of music, hi, Dark Arts. Hold on. Pew, pew, pew. Everyone gets 5 minutes to talk about Joran, and then your clothes come off.
You can play with Bud and ask about Joran for 5 minutes, and then your clothes come off.
So if anybody wants to talk about it, we do it now. I believe in ass. Because Minnie and I want to, there's been lots and lots and lots of talk. But I thought I really want a palate cleanser. Hi, Diane. I would like to do a Pawl call with Minnie. We've been laughing. Hi,
Joey. Pew.
All the stars. Pew pew. Everyone gets a wrench.
In the T-Cat community are here.
Well, ain't that cunning?
We're gonna have all the girls flirting with us.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. That's my
okay.
Thank you, Andy.
Minnie is very talented. I've been staring at your picture for an hour, Minnie. I was like, I look very masculine in this picture. Well, it's Batman, but my face, I was
the
like,
body. I didn't know if I should give you boobs or not, considering,
no.
The most recent issues that have been going on. I didn't know if it would be in good taste, so I left you with those awesome pecs. You know what?
So. It would have been fine either way, but they would have to be enormous. Lorne comedy. BRB, got to take butt out. I kind of, it's funnier with like the Batman body.
I think so too.
And your face, the expression is so funny.
We're just like, We are the sassiest Batman and Robin ever.
All right. So get ready for an hour of us just laughing at each other.
Euro says, is this some kind of setup or something?
It's just on my way to Daily Motion. Euro. That's so good.
Oh, you got her started, Euro.
Those pecs make you look so effing hot, bro.
Oh my God, you do that way too well.
If you go to 334, you can see the bat boobs jiggle a little. Boobies.
The bat boobs.
Bat boobs. Yeah. I'm having a great day. Paps is the hero this community deserves.
She really is. I'm honored to be your sidekick.
I think my stomach's gonna hurt. Great, Paps.
We're already off to it.
You motherfuckers.
Our faces are just gonna melt off by the time of the end of this thing. No one's gonna hear any of this call whatsoever.
I know.
It's just gonna be me and you laughing. I'm gonna have my witch cackle in full force.
I'm just gonna read the comments and we're gonna laugh at them.
Remember, that's kind of what we did last time because we couldn't get our audio figured out, And we just sort of read everyone's comments and just talked. We just talked for an hour, and everyone listened, and it was amazing.
That's basically me and Minnie in real life, anyway.
So. It really is. Like, we should just start. We should have like a Bapstman mini cam where we just talk to each other and people can listen.
Oh, what a great idea! Like pay-per-view.
They can just check it every now and then.
Hi, Rumblin' Diesel.
So I do have a little bit over 150 subscribers now. I think it is about time for me to start raking in some cash from the community.
Everyone go subscribe to Mini Syllables. Moron. No bad hots. No broken hots. Only good hots. Oh, Super Friends. Minnie, you should do like a whole series of like Super Friends.
I think I should. And then like even if we run out, I can just like merge DC and Marvel. It won't even matter.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm more of a Marvel girl, but I do like Batman, so Bapstman.
I mean, after someone said you should tell people the story behind the Bat signal. Someone literally said pew pew in a group chat and Bapstman just like appeared. Someone called? That's the Bat signal. I forgot who said it.
I hadn't been on it all day, and I was just like, did someone call me?
Perverted Justice League. Scarlet. No, Scarlet. That was amazing.
150 subs. Time to start a Patreon.
Exactly, being Have. I'm glad you're with me.
I smell bullshit. Babs. To the Babsmobile. I swear to God, you people are the funniest people on earth. Okay. All right. Has it been 5 minutes?
I don't know.
I
think they should just all have to take their clothes off now anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jimmy Fabiano. Give me just a moment. Here's the rules.
Poor Jimmy.
Here's the rules. Pew pew. Everyone gets a wrench until something terrible happens, and then I take them all away. Everybody behaves. It's great. Hi, Patrick Teacap Ireland. Fucking bullshit.
Unlike in Cyber Squeaks, I'm the only one who gets a wrench.
I know. That was so funny. She said last night, unlike Mom, no one gets a wrench. Euro.
That was so funny.
I've had more subs than he had, and I've only been putting out content since about April. You're right, Euro.
That is true. That is a true statement. I don't think anyone would argue that.
Of course I'm being Have. I'm always being Have. You merely adopted the darkness. Babs
drives in it. She's not a driver at night.
I'm not a driver at night. Okay. So, after recent events, no asshole pics, please and thank you. No worries. I wasn't planning on. I knew I was some kind of.
Well, shit. Now what are we gonna do for this stream? That's pretty much the only.
That's all we were gonna do.
We were just gonna show pictures of our literal assholes.
Share pictures of our assholes.
It was gonna be like a slideshow. And we were just gonna pause every now and then and comment on them.
I heard. No, yap. No one wants an asshole pic. No. No, please.
No, yap, please.
No. Quick, Robin.
Someone take her wrench. Take her wrench away, quick. Oh, goodness.
All right, so we're going to do a poll call by request of sweet Minnie. And you have all the power, Minnie. Play it when you're ready.
Oh, hang on.
I'm giving you the power. Oh. You called Marvel sexy, but only called DC handsome.
Scarlet, you're killing it.
You're on fire tonight. No goatsy.
Babsy, do you want me to control you completely?
You control me completely. What don't you understand? Warren thought he was a Joker. But he looks more like the Penguin.
I always thought Lorne would be Penguin, to be honest.
When you slide down the bat pole, it takes an asshole pic. Jesus Christ, guys.
Oh my God. This is ridiculous. All right, everyone. Time to get serious. I'm going to hit play. This is a very serious call.
Jimmy Fabiano needs some help. Somebody explain what's going on, please. So play it when you're ready, baby.
All right. Are we ready? Are you ready for me?
I'm ready. You ready for me?
Yeah, I'll be okay. Fucking this guy Maurice, man.
Oh, wait.
No, okay, you just told me
things like this.
hell, in case you just told me that you beat the hell out of him.
Dude.
I'm happy you did. I didn't want you to do it. I was hoping you'd send somebody else to do it. didn't want to make sure you don't.
Sorry, Baps. Do you want to give everyone a little bit of context?
I swear to God, we are the same fucking person. Because I was just about to pause it and go, let me give you all a little bit of context here. Because I'm an asshole. Basically, if my understanding, the context clues, hi, Cyber Squeak! I'm precious Cyber Squeak. Sorry, excuse me.
Oh, my niece is here. Hi, Cyber Squeak.
Yes, Kayla.
Kayla.
Pawl is Casey's dad, and Casey is in sex rehab, and one of the attendants or workers, whoever, Maurice, you know where this is going, right? Maurice assaulted her, and Pawl goes down and kicks his ass, and he's going to tell us exactly how he did it. So, ready? Go.
Ready.
Want to make sure you don't have any trouble for the since Casey's
So
worried
I go
about
out
that.
there and I tell him, what the fuck are you doing out here? And he says, I didn't do anything, but I did something stupid. So I grab his fucking sunglasses off his head and I smash him on the ground. And then he gets on his knees and he starts crying and going like, oh God, oh my God.
That sounds familiar. Maurice. You would think Lorne would at least, you know what? This is a false statement I'm about to make, but you would think he's been on that show. He would be familiar with the other characters on the show. But they throw these names out all the time. He has no idea that they're goofing on him.
Well, remember, Lorne doesn't have the internet. He can't go look this stuff up.
True. Lorne with internet access. I swear to God, I'm sorry.
That would be terrible.
Best quote I've ever heard.
I kicked him in the face. I just started pounding on him.
Good. Fucking
Right?
piece of shit deserves it.
Good.
He does. And he
Good.
fucking calls his wife. And he's like, don't bring the girls, but you got to pick me up at the hospital.
Don't bring the girls. Hi, Lorne
Very
Identity. Sorry, I had to pause it. Lorne Identity's here. Hi.
Be awful. I
You
was
always
trying
have
to
to
kick his ass some more.
him.
Good.
That's how special he is.
I wish the fuck I was in so I could fucking beat the hell out of him. I want my fucking turn with him.
Right off his head. Threw it down with his broken sunglasses.
I want my fucking turn with him.
You can pause it whenever you want, but did you know if you rearrange the letters in Great Gatsby, it spells pedophile? I fucking hate it. Oh, that's true. Why would maybe Joey? I don't know. Okay, you ready to go?
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, you
Like
need
I'm
to do
okay,
that. I'm too old to be doing this shit. You're a young man. You're a fucking husband. You need to be out doing this shit, not me.
Well, I know, but I'm out here and you're up here, so that was the easiest way, the best way to do it right now. It took me too long to get there.
I was trying to stick my cock in his mouth. Like, he fucking made a fucking stick.
Okay, I'm going to pause it.
Hit it again. I'm sorry. I did it at the same time.
We both paused it at the same time. So this part is just really funny to me because Lorne has no problem whatsoever with this guy talking about. I mean, I get that the guy just sexually assaulted Casey supposedly, but he has no problem whatsoever. He's like, oh yeah, that's good that you tried to stick your dick in his mouth. You know,
Yeah.
Like, this guy is a cartoon. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good. I'm glad.
Like, when I'm visualizing this, like Pawl just out there in the middle of the street trying to stick his dick in this beat up guy's mouth and, hello everyone.
And Lorne's just like, yeah, I would
Yeah.
too.
If I weren't a registered sex offender, I'd be doing the same thing.
He's gonna go ask Maria if he can go down there to fight him. And then he's gonna ask Maria if he can go kill Paul's bodyguards.
He's gonna kill Paul's bodyguards, and then he's gonna kill Paul. Hi, Wes.
I just gotta ask permission.
So, Jimmy has a wonderful question.
Hey, Wes is here. Hi, Wes.
Jimmy wants to know how much money Lorne has paid Betty. I think it's like $400. That's probably a high estimate. So if anybody knows, yeah, Scarlett's got it. Oh Lorne. What fucking, yeah. Good. Stick your dick in his mouth.
Yeah, do it. And then also the way he like awkwardly laughs throughout this, like, I mean, I would have been there, but you know,
Yeah. If I were there, he'd really be hurting.
I can't wait for my turn with him.
Yeah.
You know, like, shut the fuck up, Lorne. He wouldn't do anything.
Telephone tough guy.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
The fucking hosts need to stop interrupting this call.
The fucking host and the guest.
Yes,
Ready?
exactly.
Go.
Go.
This is my dick. It's punishment. I had it out and everything.
Yeah. So I wouldn't have done that, but I figured you probably would feel like that.
Right?
I didn't
Eye
understand
for an
that.
eye, right?
I didn't
If somebody
either.
makes
Yeah,
her
that's
suck a
right.
dick, he's gonna suck a dick for me.
That's right.
That's
Fucking
right.
Sucker up. I want to get my fucking hands on him and like him out. I want to know who he is.
Why aren't you out here doing this? Why do I have to do this? I'm an old man.
Well, I'm trying to get out there, but I need to secure a job.
I'm trying to get out there, but I need to secure a job.
I wonder if Paul has one for him.
I wonder. He throws that out there so often. Instead of the obvious...
Joey!
dick for a dick.
No!
He should drive chat. He's going to drive chat. He's going to go to California drive chat. Oh, I thought it'd be better if he quit his job.
If he drives truck, is he allowed to drive within a certain amount of miles of an elementary school?
That's an interesting question. It's been addressed. He's addressed that he like can't leave the state. He can't drive chat like cross country or anything. But what if he had to drop off? What was he? He was delivering wood chips or whatever. What if he had to drop him off at the playground?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like if a soccer mom pulls it next to him and there's kids in the car, does he have to just jump out of the truck and run? Oh, shit,
she was
not
fucking
again.
gawking at me.
She was.
Soccer mom. All right.
I need to secure a job and a place to live. And
Be a man. Be a man and get out here and take care of your woman.
Woman.
if it was before I had gotten incarcerated, I would have just picked up like I did going to Nashville. But now I have more that I have to think about.
How did picking up and going to Nashville like that work out for you, Lorne?
I have more that I have to think about because I have probation and I have to have everything set up like this, so I can't just.
You got to stick up for your girl. Don't make her fucking father do it.
Yeah, but I can't just pick up and move because of probation. They have to know where I'm at, what job I'm doing, and it's got to be approved and all that before I can go into it. That's why I was trying to call you the other day so that I could
beg you for a job because I'm a useless sponge.
I think Pawl is about to make an excellent point right now. I'm not sure if it's this call or another one I'm thinking of, but he's like, I mean, you jerk off and send pictures all the time. That's a violation of your probation. You drink.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can't come protect Casey. Like, what's the difference here? And he just gets all defensive.
It
is
is
it
pretty.
this call?
Say, I'm not sure. I've been listening to all of them. They've all kind of merged
together.
in my mind into one long call, one nightmare. But Lorne really is. It's a good point because Lorne is really selective about what he chooses to follow. As far as when it suits him, he has to follow his probation. But he can drink and send nudies and ask for nudies and
Of course.
But man, if only I had a job, I could come out there and take care of my woman.
If only I had a job, I could go fight that guy.
I'd fight Maury Swollen.
see if we can secure a job for me so that I would get everything
There it is.
down here and I can go out there. That's why I called you the other day, so I was trying to secure a job so I could get out there.
Right. I have an HR rep in Maine down near Augusta. How far are you from there?
So what is it? An HR. What's a HR rep? Oh, a human resources rep.
That's right, human resources representative.
Gold star.
Yep. We can figure out a day for me to go down and do it. Mondays I got class on Mondays.
Job interview on Mondays.
Well, Thursday I have to take Sadie to the vet, so I could go down there Thursday.
What, and bring Sadie?
And bring Sadie. Here I am at my job interview.
You know, this part did, you know, some real good came out of these calls because they got this asshole to take his animals to the vet at least and like get their nails trimmed. So bless them.
There was a lot of good that came out of this. I don't feel any
Oh
guilt.
no. No. I didn't mean that anyone should feel guilty. I was just like, there was actual real good, like those dogs got to go to the vet for probably the first time in their life, you know, and get their nails trimmed.
Who wants their nails trimmed? Goofy doofy little baby. Who wants to get fixed?
No, I get drop her off at the vet at 12:30.
Oh, what's wrong with her?
But nothing. In case once we get her fixed and get her shots and all that, and get her nails cut, and so.
Oh yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta take care of your pets, my friend.
Yeah, well, I do. It's just I hadn't had the chance to get her fixed yet, and I've just gotten her out of being skittish with me because she was.
How long has he had? How long has
He
owned
answers.
Sadie?
He answers. I think 2 years.
Yeah. I just haven't had a chance in 2 years.
Because I was just getting her out of being skittish.
It's probably because I spent a whole year throwing beer bottles and yelling Ramona.
I wonder why Sadie's skittish. It makes no sense to me.
Poor fucking Sadie. Poor Sadie.
She was abused before,
How
and
old is
whoever abused her, she's probably 3 or 4 years old now.
Oh,
I got her.
got her fixed a couple of years ago, man.
Well, I've had her for like 2 years, but she was so skittish when I got her. It was hard for me to even go near her.
What's that?
I said sorry. I just sneezed. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You hear me sneezing?
Did you see me sneezing?
All right.
Oh.
Enough of the excuses. Now, you have
Hi,
two dogs
Shan.
or three?
I got 2.
Well,
Roscoe's already
get
fixed.
his shot.
She don't even like
He's
me.
He's going down. He's going down on Friday to his shots. When I go to pick Sadie up, they're going to give Roscoe his shots.
Oh, she has to stay overnight?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah.
I think if I draw more of these superheroes, I'll have to draw Shin as Spider-Man. I just wanted to announce that.
I think that's a very good idea. Very good idea.
Yeah. I guess she's going to be groggy and all that, so she'll be completely relaxed and not have to be all skit and stuff. And I'll be there when they. Well, then I guess they're going to give her something, some shot or something to relax her.
Okay.
Because she's usually scared without
I
Roscoe.
don't care. Just get that shit done.
So
Now,
I don't care.
I got a little bone to pick with you. And, I'm not teasing you by saying little bone anyway. But the reason that guy harassed her is because you called her. And she's not supposed to have a phone in there. Why did you call her?
So while Casey is in her sex rehab, the BAP signal. Sorry, I'm late. I spotted the BAP signal and ran as fast as I could. But Minnie, are you still there?
I am. I was sneezing again, so I muted so
I was like,
so that you didn't have to hear me sneezing.
You sneezing? I completely lost. Oh, Casey's in sex rehab, and she snuck a phone in there, and Lorne has phone sex with her while she's in her sex rehab. He's been trying to get out of having sex with the other guys, just with him. She can be a sex addict, but just with me.
Right.
Oh, God.
yeah, I know. Well, I thought she had it on silent, and I didn't know that she had it on vibrate. And
Of course she had it on vibrate.
Well, you got to be careful with that. That's breaking the rules.
I know. I know.
Well, that and didn't this supposedly happen, or what they're telling him happened, is that it's because he kept incessantly calling her because she wouldn't answer, so someone finally heard it ringing.
That was my understanding. Like, what the fuck is she doing in the sex rehab? It's bullshit. Talking about sexual bullshit.
She's probably in there with the therapist talking about sexual bullshit.
She's probably got a doctor looking at her knee right now.
How many times did he let her touch your knee?
Jesus Christ. All those sex counselors walk around with hard-ons all day. If you've got a cold, you can pay me to take it from you.
Take it from you. Euro, will you kiss the pimple on my butt?
On my butt. I got a pimple on my butt.
Will you kiss it?
I'm gonna put comedy in my name somehow. Shin,
Shin's Kawamity.
Shin's comedy. Minnie, hold on a second. My neighbor's screaming for me. Entertain. Yes, ma'am.
Put the towel under your door.
Yeah.
I think that instead of me entertaining you guys, we should just listen to her conversation. What do you guys think?
Sorry, guys. I'll be back in a second. Here, I'm going to throw these down out the window.
I'm not very entertaining, so I guess we'll just sit here in silence.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Her neighbors are being very buggy. She didn't put the towel down under her door.
Yeah, I had to put the towel down under the door. My buggy neighbors, I swear to God.
Buggy neighbors.
I'm watching my neighbor's cats while they're away. And my other neighbor wanted to drop something off for them. That's
Was
all.
that Jose or Hose B?
Jose or Hose B? Popping them fucking Spam cans.
Teacup Recipes is here.
Hi, Teacup Recipes. Did they make you take them to the dollar store in your truck? I'm sorry about that, guys. All right, you ready to continue?
I am.
Let's go.
I know. I'm just going to text her from now on so there won't be any noise.
Maybe you shouldn't contact her at all. Let her get her treatment.
Wow, what a great idea.
I know. I know that's
Right.
the best idea, too. I don't know if she's going to agree to it.
What if
I don't know
she gets
if she'll
another
agree
herpes
to
on
it.
her lip from this
Yeah.
guy?
He
You don't
can't
even know if
just
this guy
not
has
follow
any herpes or anything.
It's
might
not.
not agree.
He has a herpy. One herpy. Just one.
Just one.
He's one giant herpy.
He is a giant herpy.
I don't know if she'll agree to it. You know, I would stop having phone sex with her, but she gets really upset when I tell her that I can't jerk off on the phone with her.
Even though the whole purpose of this call is because she wasn't answering his call, so he just kept blowing up her phone until she did, or someone else found it. So, yeah, it's pretty obvious that she's the one desperate to continue talking, and she just won't agree to it.
Yeah. I find it really humorous that he's so insecure that even when she's in a rehab center, he has to have put a magic carpet under the door. Fuck you guys. I swear to God. I keep losing my train of thought because you guys are killing me.
That was one of my favorite when I had those clips in my interview video. Yeah, sweep it under a magic rug. She said it had a very serious tone, and she had a very good, very serious message. But she said, I think he's just trying to sweep this under a magic rug.
Under the magic rug. Oh my God, we have talked so much about just everybody's great takes on everything and just how much I love this community. That's all I'm gonna say about it. I have phone sex only to save lives. Shit.
Well, that's how you get Rhoda off the drugs.
I'm trying to keep her off the drugs. Hey guys,
her away
I'm
from
gonna
that
have to
GD.
dip out earlier. I got a hot romantic night ahead of me. The mailman brought me some coupons. I'm gonna make a few wishes.
Oh no!
Damn it. Okay. I'm dying. I'm dead.
Or anything.
That's
Well, I know.
deceased.
All right. Now, with that HR rep, I'm going to give her. I haven't talked to her yet, but I'll give her the information. There's a company. It's a Moroccan travel agency, and they need some, tasteful yet revealing shots of like a hairier kind of guy.
This is so good.
You don't have
This
to
is
show
so good.
genitals or anything, but you'd have to show like your butt. Would you be okay with that?
I would be all right with it, but probation won't.
A Moroccan travel agency.
We both just hit pause.
What's a hairy man? A hairy man.
He's gonna go ask probation, can I take some tasteful nudes for a Moroccan travel agency?
Maria probably looked forward to his visits. Like, I can't wait to see what he's going to tell me this time.
What would you give to be able to interview Maria?
Pew pew. We talked about this last night, I think. Everything I own.
Everything I own.
I am just being honest.
Wait, was that Maria?
No. No.
Paula.
What was it? It was Paula. We were talking about Paula. Minnie asked me, what would you give, honestly, what would you give to interview Paula? And I said, everything except my children. And I would live on a couch in the middle of an alley, just me and a couch and a phone, and laugh.
Just watch it over and over.
Hi, Sandra. Oh, hold on. Let me handle my administrative business. Pew pew. Okay.
Let me figure it.
Here we go.
Shin.
Don't say you cash money.
Well, if my face isn't showing, then that would be fine, because they wouldn't.
No, they don't need to see your face. They probably just want you like in a thong or something,
A thong?
like that, like a tasteful shot.
Well, then that would probably be all right. And then I would have.
How does Lorne think any of this is for real?
I mean, he's seen himself? I know he's seen himself, and I realize that like he has like these delusions. But how on earth does he think that Paul is going to get him a modeling job where he has to be in a thong
Moroccan travel agency?
Like, I just picture they've got like these posters up on the windows outside. It's like Lorne on a horse in a thong.
And he's wearing a fez.
No.
And it's got a bee on it.
It has the Boston bee.
I thought Robmin had blonde hair. I know goddamn good and well I'm good looking. Visit Morocco. Wait a minute. I have to spell it out. Hold on. There you go.
Morocco.
All right.
Okay, yeah, and I will have to tell probation about it, because if I don't, then I'm going to get in trouble.
Yeah, it's like Kim Kardashian with the champagne. It'll make you famous.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm already that way. I'm already famous in bed.
A couple $100, cash money.
Shit, I'd do it.
I'm fine with that.
You wear a thong.
All right, now you don't
on
have
a horse with a fez.
Yep. For a couple $100. Fuck yeah, I would.
I got a couple $100 for you right now.
Read now.
Read now.
Join my Patreon. And listen, let me qualify that really quickly. I am not making fun of people who have a Patreon. I'm making fun of Joran because he had a Patreon.
I am not above starting a GoFundMe to raise $200 so that I can see you in a thong on a horse with a fez.
All you had to do was ask. Jesus.
Oh,
have any moles or hemorrhoids that they'll have to Photoshop
You already
out or
sent me
anything,
one.
is it?
Is it what?
Do you have any moles on your butt or hemorrhoids or anything they'll have to Photoshop
I got a pimple on my butt.
No.
What size is your waist?
Nope.
I'll have them send a thong to you from Amazon. What size is your waist?
32 or 33 will work.
35, 39.
32 or 33?
35.
Yeah.
And what would you consider your penile area, like a large, medium, or small?
Here we go.
Wait for it.
Let's say medium.
Hey.
Okay, medium?
If you have...
Okay, so
Wait,
your
you
waist
have
is
the same
32.
time.
Damn it.
We are the same person.
Hold on a second. Yes. Hey. Oh, thank you. I didn't see ya. Sorry. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Is that your buggy neighbors again?
Yeah. They're very nice. They had to bring me back the pineapple and spam.
It's spam.
Grass skirts.
Did you borrow their ukulele for like 6 months, 8 months?
I'll tell you what, that
And
Lorne's,
next time you're gonna have to go to their house to play the ukulele.
that Lorne's diary has to be I swear to God, if I could have no other no offense to anybody else that makes content, but I swear to God, if I had to pick just one thing on a desert island, it would be Lorne's diary.
No, so I was recovering from a surgery when I discovered those, and I was starting to get a little bit depressed because I just couldn't get up and move, and it just sucked so bad. And then I found those, and it was so funny, and I just laughed, and I watched them probably 10 times each. And it, my poor kids, I was like, come here. Oh, look at this. Listen to what he says right now. And they just did not give a shit, but I kept forcing them to come listen with me.
It's every time you listen, you discover something new. It's magical. Oh. All right. There we go. We ready?
Jordan's penile area is a thumb.
He's not very big, but he'll fit inside you. God damn it.
Oh, no.
Mr. Ambrosio.
Maybe like a 38, 40 would be more realistic, you think?
38?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fall right off.
Good God, no, that would fall right off me.
Really? So you're like a 32?
Yeah.
Sure,
33,
Mark.
32 or 33.
I love that. Don't you think a 38 would be more realistic? 38? Yeah.
It fall right off.
Yeah. A 32. Give me a break. Give me a fucking break, a 32.
The only reason why I think it's possible that is his size is because we forget how short Lorne is. He likes to say he's 5'8", but if you look at his mugshots, he's barely 5'5". So maybe if we like scale it down, maybe he is a 32.
I don't know. I'm just being honest right now. I don't think I could squeeze my thighs into a 32 right now. Renal.
I can tell you right now, 100%, I cannot.
That just makes us sexier. All right, enough of sexy harassment. Let's continue.
Yeah.
But how long does it
Sexy
take you to get your
harassment.
jeans buttoned on a 32-inch waist?
You can sexy harass me anytime you want.
It'd probably be better to go 33.
All right, we'll go 33 then. All right, I'll get that sent out to you. And don't call her because it's your fault that she got molested, Lorne. By calling her like that, you got to give her a notice so she can hide.
Jordan Marie Armstrong. Oh my God,
Oh,
I'm sorry.
well, they shouldn't have somebody like that.
Jordan Marie Armstrong, I love you more than anything.
More than anything. Maybe it's a Maine 32.
Lorne taught a Maine 32.
Lorne taught me that vagina holes can stretch out, but then return back to normal size.
That's where I learned all about sex.
That's only if you touch the clits right. You know, those two things that look like lips.
That's your clits.
Such a clits. Put your feet up in the chair.
Decaf recipe, stop it. This next statement is a joke. This is getting hot. How come?
That's my butt.
That's my butt. Listen, all the sexy harassment you want in here. I would die for you two ladies within a reasonable situation. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm not going to talk
We
about
were
that.
just talking about how we would die for that in a reasonable situation. You were.
We were just quoting Lorne's chat log to each other for like an hour last night.
For no particular reason. It just went back and forth for so long. And they didn't even go together. We were just picking random clips of this chat log and just saying them back and forth.
If he would have put his arm around you, if he would have kissed you, I would have been completely pissed off. Oh my God. Okay. Do the 7 clits have their own flap? Jesus Christ. Okay.
I thought the female had 3 clits.
Working there. She's supposed to be at a safe place.
Yeah, but you shouldn't be, starting it by calling her.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna call her anymore.
All right, then repeat after me. Say, I.
I'm gonna call bullshit. I'm
Lorne
pretty sure he is
Armstrong.
gonna continue
Pause
to
it.
call her.
Lorne Armstrong.
Pause it, Minnie.
Will not call.
It's paused. It's paused. I forgot that I control it completely.
You control it completely.
I just snorted.
This is just just like us having a conversation, I swear to God. Conversations.
That's all streams with you and I are ever going to be. It'll just be the host not shutting the fuck up and her guests just laughing.
Come and join our conversation. Him calling parts of the female anatomy flaps. I know. My flaps. I hate when I'm putting on my underpants and my flaps get all in the way. Gotta tuck in my flaps. Pause it, Minnie.
Oh. You mean play it?
No, somebody said pause it, Minnie.
Pause it, Minnie. It's me, Minnie.
Conversations with Bapsby. Oh, all right. Hold on. I have like 6 different things open. Here we go. Like I have as many windows open as I have clits.
Joey says, "Ooh, oh my God."
Let me tuck in my flaps.
Unless I text her first.
Will not call Casey unless I text her first.
Lorne loves
So
Babs flaps.
So help me God.
Thanks for screwing me, Minnie.
Thanks for screwing me. Poor old
Thanks for screwing me, Minnie.
Babs flaps.
You're welcome.
So stupid. I know. I sometimes think about like people just coming across one of my streams and being like, what the fuck is this? And then there's another thumbs down. Let me make sure my flaps are folded and secure. When you do Kegel exercises, do you call them flapjacks?
What?
Flapjacks. Kegels, you know what Kegels are, right?
Yes. Oh, I'm aware.
Flapjacks.
I exercise my clits quite often.
My clits. Working out my clits. The great Flapsby.
Walter Flaps.
Mini clitables.
Mini clitables.
Euro, you win today. Jesus Christ.
He is killing it today, isn't
You're
he?
on fire, baby. Oh, I wonder if you can get your flaps caught in a zipper when you piss in the yard.
Hello, all you precious princesses. Clits.
Cleats. My cleats.
You clits.
All my cleats. Okay. All my cleats are hanging out. Here we go.
All of them.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right.
And thank you for helping with that situation.
For fighting your
Helping.
fight. You're the man here, not me. I'm an old
Thanks for
man. You got to
helping.
come down and fight.
Thanks
the
for
fight.
helping.
Fuck your probation.
By doing everything.
Fuck all that stuff. You're Lorne. Oh, you need to do this.
No, I'm not going to change my last name.
Oh, why not? You get a fresh start.
Lauren Comedy says, all this vagina talk and I can't join in.
Look at that profile picture.
I know. Everybody needs to stop a moment and look at that. Look at that little avatar there.
Lorne Comedy's avatar. Please, everyone stop and look.
Everybody look at Lauren Comedy. Too much sex
Too much
causes
sex
mud
causes
holes.
mud holes.
Shin. God damn.
I am. I'm drawing Chin as Spider-Man next.
Please do. We need like this whole
Or I didn't
series.
draw these. I mean, I'm just gonna paste Shin's face on Spider-Man and then color a mask in. Is what I mean.
It's better than I could do. I ought to try it. It just for shits and giggles, for bullshits
You
and
get a
giggles.
cool name.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. I'm stuck on keeping my last
Playing
name.
flap rooms.
All right. Now, Lorne,
Right.
how about taking, if you're going to become like an actor, how about taking a speech class?
Everyone, do your best fake O face on 3.
1, 2,
2,
3.
Oh.
Oh,
Oh.
Lauren Flapjacks.
Did
Okay.
we just do the Bapsby sigh together?
Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Auntie Minnie. Paula. Oh.
Auntie
A
Minnie.
speech class to help you with the stutter.
Well,
I love
I
the
don't
subtle
care.
digs he gets in.
It doesn't bother me.
It's
I know
just
I stutter.
masterful.
And the reason I stutter is because I try to think of things so that make sure I don't offend people.
No,
Make sure I don't offend people. That's his reason for stuttering. It's for us guys. To make sure he doesn't.
He's very considerate.
Honest question. Why couldn't Lauren just be a cam girl addict instead of defiling our precious little princess females? Minnie, you want to take that question?
You know, actually, no. We promised that after 5 minutes of playing with Bud and asking about Joran, that everyone's taking their clothes off, and we're not playing with Bud and Joran anymore.
We're done playing with Bud and Joran. Here's the answer. Because he's a douchebag. That's your answer. There we go.
It's because your mouth works too fast and your brain works too slow. They can help you slow it down so your mouth catches up to your brain.
Okay.
The people that want the audiobooks and shit, they're going to hear that accent. They're going to hear that stutter. You need to slow it down. Think about what.
I'm sorry. I got a lot of windows open here, buddy. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let's see. What did Peter say? I got to go back. 2 words. Role play and flap room, dude. God damn it.
Did you just say role play flap room?
Yes. Pop that, jiggle that flap. God damn it.
Off the verge says, I thought this was going to be Minnie interviewing Bapsby. Minnie.
This is
Bapsby.
Yes.
Bapsby.
Yes.
Did you find her voice sexy? Did you tell people you found her voice sexy?
Well, the first uncomfortable question of the night. Honestly, no.
Okay, what if I told you that I've seen a screenshot of you saying it? I'm not trying to pin you in a corner here, but I've seen the screenshot.
Really?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way, I am going to mention, if you haven't seen Minnie's interview, she put a lot of work into it, and it shows. It's a very good interview. I think it's very fair. We all want to bust on Joran, but she did a very fair interview. So if you haven't seen it, don't leave right now, but go watch it after we're done.
And then say it, and then you're not spitting out those syllables before anything comes out.
What kind of syllables?
Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I do know because I do understand what I do. And, sometimes I think a lot of things after. And,
right. Now.
Shin just got some water. He's
my
so
adrenaline gets going when I get pissed.
That's because I'm good.
And then when it didn't go over the first time, he fucking says it again. Like,
I know others have mentioned that her voice is sexy, and even though I had her saying things that obviously in light of what came out would turn me on, no, not at all. Fucking dick. What a dick.
And when I try to talk and it winds up stuttering like I am right now.
All right.
It's
Well,
I'm not pissed right now. I'm not pissed now. I'm just trying to make you understand how I am.
yeah, you slow down a little bit. It'll help with that stuttering.
I don't know if anybody if somebody could put a link to it. If you haven't, put a link to the interview in the comment room. It's really good. I watched it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, Scarlett just actually brought up a really good point, and then I promise we'll move on.
No, it's fine. I told you, there's no rules. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want to talk about.
I think Church Cod Story may have just posted the link. I'm not sure though. Okay. But Scarlett brings up, I asked him a whole bunch of questions about liking children, some of which he's even like, well, I told myself that I was supporting them. So he's kind of like half admitting that it was more than that. And then when I asked him about Tiffany's voice, he's like, oh, wow, that's the first uncomfortable question of this interview. Yeah. Like, I asked you about whether you are sexually attracted to children because you've kind of been busted being so, and the first awkward question for you is, do you find Tiffany Blockhart's voice sexy?
Maybe he thought, well, I'm definitely not banging Tiffany now.
This interview is getting hot. How come?
He was
Thank
reading.
You, Euro, and Church of Cod Story.
He did not get the questions ahead of time. Minnie was keeping me posted on what she was doing. She had all her questions ready, and Joran asked to have a dry run, and she would not let him do that. It was
correct. He asked. He kept saying he wasn't going to be comfortable doing it unless we did a dry run, because his reasoning, he said, was that he was worried that he would pause too much and then people wouldn't think he's sincere. And I basically told him that I was just like, listen, I'm not comfortable doing that, and 2, if you think that they're going to pick up on you being insincere because you pause a little bit, if you answer these questions like you knew them and rehearsed them, what do you think people will think? And I don't think people think his responses are very sincere as it is, but that's not really my place to decide. But no, I absolutely, I would not have done it. I would have told everyone, hey, I'm sorry, guys. He agreed to do it, but he decided not to. So instead, here's all my screenshots of our conversation, is exactly what I would have done. And I told him that. I was like, listen, if you don't want to give your side of this, that's fine. I'll just talk about what I know because, people have been asking about it and you already agreed to it. So I told people you would. So if you don't want to, that's fine. But, he did come back and say, hey, yeah, no, you're right. I probably shouldn't have them. I'll just go ahead and we'll do it on the fly.
Yeah. It was, I thought it was very fair because I said there were some parts, and I don't want to get any fucking hate for this, because I say this about Lorne too sometimes, that I felt just a little tiny kernel of pity for him. And then I remembered what he did. But I want to answer something here. Lorne's dad said, this story made me realize you females can't escape men being creepy, even in a place like this. Makes me think of the things I thought was funny, but now I think across the line getting better. I'm going to be honest. Jordan was the first person in this community and I've had people say things to me that if out of context would be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I've said things to people along those same lines. Jordan was the first person to make me feel truly uncomfortable, and I made a commitment to myself that I'm not going to ignore that feeling ever again. So I don't want anybody, at least in my streams, I don't want anybody to sit there and think, should I say this? Is somebody going to be offended? I'm not going to be offended. If I'm offended, I'm going to tell you that I'm offended. Jordan was just a creepy fucking dude in a community of thousands of wonderful people, and we all have each other's back. He was one creepy fucking dude. That's it.
I think that's very important, and that's something I think I mentioned to you last night that I wanted to address if this started going into the Jordan, direction. I want everyone to feel like their feelings are valid, and if you feel like you need to be more cautious, by all means do so. If you feel uncomfortable, speak up. If someone speaks up to you and says you're making them uncomfortable, don't take offense to it. Just listen to it and respect it. But I think it is very important to point out, it's really easy to look at this situation and say, oh no, this proves that we can't trust people like we do. We can't accept these, stupid jokes in the way we joke with each other anymore. And I hope that isn't how people feel. If you feel that way, you're of course entitled to, but try to think about it like this. People like Jordan, these predatory people like Jordan, they're everywhere. They're going to be in, your YouTube communities. They're going to be in your real life. They're absolutely everywhere. I think one thing that's very important to focus on all this is this community roots people like that out. And when they do, they get rid of them and they expose them. Look at the reactions that happened when there was someone like this in this community. And I think that's what we should be focusing on. If anything, I hope that makes people feel more safe being here. I can only speak for myself, but I know I do.
I definitely do. I definitely do. Like I said, I have never felt uncomfortable. And I think the big difference was I've had people say, hey, want to see it? But I've never had anyone say, hey, Kelly, send me a picture of it. You know what I'm saying?
Except me.
All right, let's get back to the funny. I'm sorry. I can't talk about him anymore. Here's
Hey, Kelly.
Yeah.
Send me a picture of it, please.
I've already done that. Fuck, how many do you need? I already sent you 7 shower videos.
I need more.
Now, you wrote a book out here, right? You wrote a book?
Do the what?
Did you write a book, too?
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't tried to get it out there at all. Haven't really done any advertising except for what's on the internet.
Did you do, I didn't see anything on the internet about your book. Did you do an audio read? Did you read it, too? Books on tape are pretty big now.
I wonder if Lorne's going to blame his family for something.
My family, some family members edited it.
What did you say?
I said, I wonder if Lorne's about to blame his family for something.
Yeah, my family members edited it, so that means his mom and Aunt Sharon.
So also it's not that professional.
Yeah, that's obvious.
I mean, he wrote it very professionally. It just wasn't edited.
I've thought many times about doing a reading of that book.
Mama Gwen.
What?
Mama Gwen's edits were. They don't think this is so great.
I don't think you're so great.
I don't think this book is so great.
She reads the book and goes, "This isn't so great."
That was her edits. Is she Aunt Minnie because you guys are boyfriend-girlfriend?
Boyfriend-girlfriend.
We're boyfriend-girlfriend.
We're boyfriend-girlfriend.
She's not ready to have that discussion with you, Cyber Squeak, so that's why she tells me to call me Aunt Minnie.
Kayla, yeah. Kayla, I'll talk to you after the live stream. There's going to be some changes in the Babs household.
I'm not saying you have to start calling me Dad, but I'd really like it if you did, hon.
Just give her some chores.
I will.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, from now on, she has to call me Daddy Minnie.
Daddy Minnie. Papa Minnie.
Mom and Minnie Mom.
My two moms.
I'm going to give Kayla away at her wedding.
Oh my God, Kayla. Kayla. You tell your dad and your stepdad, I'm sorry, but my other mom is going to give me away.
Who's Minnie Daddy? Who's Minnie Daddy?
I'm deep. Oh, I'm dying. Okay, I'm dead. Here we go.
Most of it's homemade. So
Okay.
it's like it wasn't really professionally done.
It wasn't professionally done?
No.
Why don't you read it? Like, do you have a cassette recorder and a microphone you could read it into?
Cassette recorder.
So that's what I tried doing on
It's got like a big, at the auction he bought like one of those big reel-to-reel recorders.
Like, no, it's like the ones in the Church of God story teasers that have been coming out.
Do you ever go? I don't go to his YouTube channel. If I watch any of his videos, I go to Porn Armstrong because I don't even want to give him any views.
Oh, does that exist?
Yeah, it does. Porn Armstrong. It's just all his uploads.
Instead.
It should still exist. I haven't watched any of them in a while, but occasionally for a laugh, I like to watch him try to read his own book. He wrote it and he can't even fucking read it.
He did big things in prison. He was in a band. He
He
wrote
a
a
prison
book.
band.
He got hit in the ass with a flip-flop.
He's hanging out with Crips.
They're showing him a lot of respect by saying you ain't no predator.
Yeah. He turned out to be a hell of a guy. And I'm thinking, I'm just imagining Lorne like getting initiated into the prison gang. Just running the gauntlet of flip-flops. That was Sam. That was actually Sam meowing. He's usually very quiet, but he wanted to know what was going on. Oscar is sleeping. She's been slowing down a lot.
Where's Oscar?
Oscar's sleeping. She's very old. I don't want to make anybody sad, but she's kind of slowing down a little bit. Let's be happy. Let's laugh.
I only read a few chapters because it was
We
like
were 12 minutes
I read the
into
whole thing, nobody would
I
have,
know.
have to buy the book. So I'm like, I'll just read a few chapters to try to get
Why
into
don't
it.
you put it up there for free?
I'm gonna read a few chapters and get him into it. He sold what, 3 copies of that book? Anybody know? 3 copies. Shut the
I
fuck
liked
up
the
about this.
review that Mr. Gigi showed on it.
And you know, I consider reading that book. I was going to mention this. I know a lot of people have done videos reading Lorne's book, and it never gets old. It never gets old. But I started trying to read it, and it's just so fucking boring. Lorne got hit in the flap by a flip-flop.
In the flap.
Got in the flap. The description of the recruitment officer recruiting at the recruitment center is I know. He's like, Aaron he parked in the recruitment center parking lot. He opened the door to the recruitment center. He walked into the recruitment center and he saw the recruitment officer's secretary. And then he describes this secretary. The recruitment officer's door was shut, so he sat down and read the recruitment officer's magazines. Then the recruitment officer... I'm like, oh my fucking God.
Recruitment officer.
Recruitment officer poetry.
I wish I would have made that instead of many syllables. I should have been the recruitment officer.
You would have had to explain it 1,000 times, just like I did about the Great Bapsby in the beginning. The Great Flapsby. That's gonna be.
Yeah, everyone knows what a mini syllable is. The only downside to my name is so many people talk about Lorne's mini syllables in chat that I always have like my name in red, and I'm like, what? Oh, wait, what?
Huh? What?
And it's, huh? Huh?
Aaron got himself a slice of pizza and a can of Pepsi. Then stared at, and I thought he got 2 cookies. Shin, you forgot the 2 cookies. Then stared at the clock until his recruitment appointment. The recruitment station was a chapter. Basic training was a sentence. Yeah. And as former military, I really enjoyed his descriptions. It was really yeah. Okay. Here we go.
Free.
Gorilla spawn.
Your card, an
Hi,
audio book.
Gorilla.
Have people listen to it in their cars?
The recruitment officer
never
weren't
thought
bringing
about
you
that.
any pizza.
Yeah, you should do that instead of your music.
And, well, I gotta get my computer back before
Her
I
videos are so good.
before I can do
And
that
she's
because
so
I gotta
witty.
record it
I
on
love her
there.
You
so
gonna pay
much.
some money to get your computer back?
So, Lorne is about to talk about getting his computer back, and he said he didn't realize this. It just makes me laugh. Like Lorne, just his brain. Lorne had, as part of his probation early on, he could have internet access, but he had to have a monitor. And then he got his computer taken away, he claims, because he has to pay for the monitor. He's like, I didn't know I had to pay for the monitor. I thought the government was going to pay. I'm thinking...
Bapsby, I gotta stop you. Look at Daddy's Thursday. The film adaptation is called
Iraqable shit. Yeah, now I want some pizza. Does he have a rack of bullshit? You know what?
Rack of bullshit. That is amazing.
We might have to create that. A rack
I
of
think we
bullshit.
might.
Does he have an audio version of his book? He does a reading of a couple of chapters on his YouTube channel.
Listen to Tiffany's version instead.
Yeah. There's a few versions out there that are really good. Tiffany's is good. Nick Bagler does one.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
Yeah. I think he read the whole thing. I made it through about halfway. I just wanted to kill myself. But there's a few good versions out there. I don't think I could ever get through it. I really don't.
I want to see his DD214 too, Cody.
You know, we could probably do a Freedom of Information Act request.
We probably could. I think maybe we should.
That's probably a good idea. I'm gonna look into that. I know I miss Nick Bagler too. I miss Nick Bagler. I liked his Ramona bingo and stuff like that. Kayla was partial to Stanley bingo, but
Yeah, I gotta be 280. It was a bill that I didn't even know that I had because my last probation officer never told me that there was a bill.
They didn't tell you there was a monthly charge for your monitoring?
No, not until I got this new probation officer. She's the one that told me. I thought the whole monitoring was through the federal probation.
I hate when he says the federal. It's through the federal.
through the federal.
The federal.
His
And he says that a lot. That is one of my little peeves of his. Just like the weren't. I weren't doing this and I weren't doing that. And
yeah.
The federal.
I gotta go through the federal. My probation is
Yeah.
the federal. I think Morgan Freeman read the audiobook.
No.
Joran bingo. Oh my god. TCAP recipes. I'm so down for that Joran bingo. If only there were somewhere to watch some of his shitty videos. Here we go.
I had no idea that I had to pay for it.
You didn't realize you had to pay for it?
Yeah, I didn't think I did. I was never told that I had to pay for it.
Yeah,
Until
I'm
this
sure
month
that
I
wasn't
did.
in the tons of paperwork that you probably get when you're, under the federal probation. When
Well, and I'm sure that he's been in probation for how long at this point? You mean to tell me they haven't been like, hey, where are your payments?
Yeah, I mean, he has to. I believe he may not have. I would imagine he probably has to pay for part of his counseling, but he's indigent, because he can't
Right.
So he just
Until
thought
the soccer mom pulls up next to him.
Yeah. He just thought we, the people, were going to pay for his fucking computer monitor so that he can make his stupid cooking show. Fuck you, Lorne. Fuck you. Okay, let's go.
Well, do you have a cassette recorder?
Huh?
Do you have a cassette recorder?
I do have one, yeah.
Yeah, you should just read it in right into there. Tapes are
I can
making a
do that.
comeback. So
Oh,
wait,
you
you're
do that.
taking,
I could do that.
you're taking one dog to the vet Thursday and the other dog on Friday?
Yeah.
I just imagine Lorne, looking for, a a way to record his audiobook. He goes to the auction and buys a pallet of, these old tape recorders.
Well, and so he's like, this part where he's like, yeah, I'm taking her to the vet on Thursday and him to the vet on Friday. You're trying to get this guy to give you a job. And he's like, I have an HR person in your state magically, right?
Mm-hmm.
How are you telling us, well, I got to take the dogs to the vet on this day and I got to do that on this day? How is your answer not, I'm available whenever?
Yeah.
It's different if he's employed and he's just sort of testing the waters, looking for another job maybe. So it's kind of on his terms, but
he's
broke
Lorne.
and he desperately wants this money and he's like, well, let me see when I can get to it.
But see, he just thinks he's entitled to these things, just like he doesn't
He's gonna make him
question.
so much money in that lighthouse.
Yeah, he doesn't question the fact that Paul is practically begging to give him a job, because he's Lorne Armstrong and he has so many talents. He can make your bank account look like shit.
Right. If he wanted to.
Yeah, I got
Whoop.
it takes Thursday at 12:30. Then Friday at 9 o'clock, I got to pick her up and take Roscoe there so Roscoe can get his shots.
Okay, good. And their nails, right?
Yeah, and his nails done too.
The name of this call is Modeling Freebird and Lettuce, and it's actually on YouTube on a channel called It Is What It Is, and I'll put a link in the description. All the Paul calls are on there. That's where we're watching it now.
Maybe scrape some of that tartar off their teeth.
Yeah.
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 So what day do you think it would be good for you to go down and have that interview?
Probably Thursday.
Thursday? Like in the afternoon?
Yep.
Okay.
Teddy Ruxpin.
All right. So I'll give her some details on that. There's a Moroccan shot, I know. Would you be opposed to sitting on top of a horse nude? With your legs crossed and his face not showing?
I wouldn't be opposed to it as long as probation agrees with it. Cause
So, Maria, I have a couple of job offers. I already told you about the lighthouse thing. Yes, it's supposed to be Casey's father. But listen, they want me to sit nude on a horse, and it's got a horse dick.
I keep imagining playing Lorne's audiobook on a Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh my God. Oh, Paul should have spoken to Lorne's secretary to set up an appointment. It's Dr. Horstink.
Imagine Lorne answering the phone as his secretary to see more important.
Oh my God. AAA septic service. Oh, he's so stupid.
that's one of the things that I kind of have to do. I have to.
You got to agree with it. It's a job. Just tell them you have a modeling job. There won't be any penile area showing, but you'll be nude, but it'll be tasteful. There won't be anything R-rated showing.
Okay.
Just the horse will be naked.
Wouldn't
that be unfair to the horse? Can you imagine that poor horse having Lorne's nasty ass on it?
Ugh.
Blech. I love horses. Don't do that, you monster.
L. Armstrong Esquire. I think Shin would hire him.
Oh, Nate H. Brother Roy, thank you. I love you.
Paul needs to go through the proper channel.
Yeah, really. Lorne is good with lighthouse flaps. Jesus Christ, guys.
They can shoot Lorne Spread Eagle and his junk still won't
go down Thursday, and then
right. And she can give you some paperwork.
Get all the information.
and just say,
Right.
listen, what is your probation officer's name again?
Maria.
Maria. Just be like, Maria, it's tastefully done. You know, they're not going to see any, you know, penis or butt crack, but, you know, they'll see a lot of thighs and chest hair and stuff.
Okay.
So gross.
Yeah, I don't think she'll have a problem with that, but I can't say for sure either.
He's actually thinking about. I don't think she'll have a problem with that.
Yeah, she'll probably be fine. And, all right, so Maria's sitting in her office, and she's going, oh, Lorne will be here in 15 minutes, guys. I can't wait. As he shows up with his giant, glossy 8x10s that he prints off from his phone at the Walmart. Here's a picture of my girlfriend. She's the decoy on the show. She fell in love with me in that 1 minute we spent together.
Dad's gonna give me a job, so I need your permission.
So I could either be a lighthouse keeper, or I can be in an ad for my body, Pawl. Oh my god. Oh my god. And she's sitting there trying to keep a straight face, and then as soon as he leaves, she's like Googling Lorne Armstrong and Lighthouse to see what's out there. Oh. Okay.
The entire probation office is
Oh my
notified.
God.
They
Is your
all mark it
horse's-
on their calendars.
Is your horse's name really Dr. Horstink? That is amazing. That's true. What great.
Yeah.
Dr.
And they'll pay
Horstink.
a little bit extra if you clean up the manure, too, probably. It's like a 2-for-1.
Oh,
Wouldn't bother me. It wouldn't be the first time I cleaned up manure.
Can we do this for Meat Rocket? I have no objection to that. Minnie and I have a few things planned that we're going to be working on over the summer. Hopefully it's going to be amusing. So just stay tuned. I do want to do some other predators. Which predator do you want to do, Minnie?
oh God.
What a fucking creep. So, Minnie, which predator do you want to bang? Fucking ass.
Which one do you find the most attractive?
Lorne Armstrong, of course.
Of course.
It's my body.
Don Cheech.
Don Cheech, right? Oh my god, I was watching Don Cheech today, just for some reason. Yeah, Maria. Emma again. The channel is called It Is What It Is, and the little avatar says Casey on it. Yeah, Meat Rock is he's a little fucking blech. It's a calendar of Maine lighthouses with Lorne posing in a horse-shaped thong with a shake weight in each hand.
No.
Maine lighthouses. Well, she started it. Yeah. She started it. Oh, Lorne's bucktooth
I could
bonanza.
see it both ways.
I could see both ways. Oh.
Lorne's bucktooth phone.
No, when we played in our garden when I was growing up, we used to use cow manure.
Oh wait, when you do
fertilizer
Dan, you have
in
to
the
do it
ground.
as Barry White.
Makes it
Hold
really
on.
dirt.
Say again?
I said no. Wait, when you read Dan, you have to do it as Barry White now.
Yeah, I thought that was a really great point you brought up. We have been talking about this just way too much. That's why we said we're going to try to steer away from it, but we can't help it sometimes. You had a great point. Like, why make a character for Dan when Dan is already a character?
Played by someone in the community. It's not even like it was just someone on the TCAP, show, like you're playing Dell or something.
Right.
But literally, it's a character made up and played by another member of this community. And
Yeah,
then you're
and-
going to revamp it and do it as Barry White?
Yeah, because he's going to make it
As
funnier.
a white man?
Yeah, he's going to make it funnier, right?
Right.
Well, that's...
Because no one thinks Dan's funny.
Yeah, it wasn't perfect on its own. But listen, Minnie, you don't understand the artistic process.
Oh, jeez.
My creative process.
Can I tell you about the writing process a little bit?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, that would be great. You fucking asshole. I'm so glad you did that interview and not me. Well, can I just tell you about my writing process? And I just start laughing and go, sure, you fucking douchebag. And the interview's over. Your creative process. Blow me, you fucking freak.
Below me.
Yeah, like me talking about my creative process. Well, see, what I do is I try to make all the technical things work, and then I run my mouth and laugh. Ta-da! All right, back to Paul. It's my body.
It's my body.
It tastes better.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I never put manure on my plants, so I don't know. I usually put, like, salad dressing on it, but whatever floats your boat.
What kind of dressing?
I think TCAP Recipe should answer that.
After Sex Tips with Dan, stay tuned for weight loss tips with Wings of Redemption. Thank you, TCAP Recipes. Archvile brings up a great point. Babs is jealous of Lorne's numbers. Well, listen, he did work with the biggest names in the community, and beautiful women flirted openly with him.
Openly. Instead of in private.
Thank you, SJ Maple L. I was waiting for that. Come. What kind of dressing? Come.
Wishbone. No. No.
Here we go.
Wishbone. Wishbone
In the garden.
dressing.
Wishbone. Come.
When it's in the garden, not when it's on your plate.
I got it. I got it. Okay.
Yeah, when you're growing the plants, not when you're
Fake
eating them.
Trying to fit in
Right.
gets under my skin.
What's that?
Lorne's fake trying to fit in laugh.
Oh,
is
yeah.
Completely overdone. It's like you're like, oh, I dropped a quarter.
Good and you.
And then when he keeps it going. He's oh.
Cybersqueak does love Stanley. Cybersqueak. I hate you, sexy Stanley. We're broken up. That's for you, Caleb. I hate you, sexy Stanley.
It's pretty understanding. You know, if it's money, she'll let you work, right?
What's that?
Maria's pretty understanding, it seems, right?
Hey,
With that money, you could get your
Do you
computer
see
back.
the blue stuff that comes out of my magic lamp?
yeah, I know.
No.
The blue stuff. The blue stuff.
Scarlet, a quarter is half of Lorne's weekly wages. He'd be stressed readout.
Get that quarter. Rub my magic lamp.
Or
Lol.
when ice cubes fall on the floor, don't touch those fuck cubes. Those fuck cubes. And Roscoe's saying the only things I can rely on.
The Lawrence salad consists of baby shrimp, written on with lettuce, tomatoes, 3 wishbone dressing, served on a bed of tire coupons. I love you so much, TCAP Recipes.
I do too.
I really do. Like, you have always been... TCAP Recipes has always been like a brother to me. I've never found his voice sexy.
Never.
I've never fapped on a bunch of tire coupons to TCAP Recipes voice. I hope you don't feel sexy
Bapsy.
harassed.
If I have told you that I have screenshots and I've seen them, would you be surprised by that?
Yes.
Well, I have. I've seen them.
Black people barbecue recipes. God damn it. BBC BLBBQ.
Just being honest.
I don't even remember the context of the black people barbecue comment, but I was just...
Well, Dora knows all about black people barbecue and how it's the
was-
best. It's basically what it comes down to. And the reason he knows that is because he's very white.
Yeah. He put the white in Barry White.
I'm just being honest. Yes, BBC BP BBQ.
BBC BP BBQ. There we go. Yeah, he said it on a live stream or something. I don't remember what live stream, and he was like, "You know, that's
Will
like
Jordan
when...
return to the stand-up circuit now?"
Jesus Christ. I hope so. God damn, I need somebody to throw my rat and vegetables at. I would love...
What's the deal with these gold shoes?
What's the deal with these harem girls? Barry White
We're
stuff.
not doing this.
Wheat toys. God damn it, guys. Stop it. Not to make him uncomfortable, but Andrew Perkins' accent is sexy. Are we ever going to discuss the elephant in the room, the death of Lorne's friend Tony? Rose is in the chat. Rest in peace, Tony Farmer. So,
Tony.
I will not mock the dead. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah,
I
can't.
I might privately giggle, but it's not funny when someone dies. Roses for Tony. That's the name of my new book, Roses for Tony.
I'm hoping she'll be understanding
harem
about
women
it.
slathered in black barbecue
She's
sauce.
never
Other than, no, but she also has to, go by what her gut feeling is and all that. And,
Don't worry. I was
and-
just going to say how funny it is that Lorne Identity did the stream where we got to hear Tony's voice and then he dies like really shortly after.
Ugh. Yeah, thanks a lot, Tony. Thanks, Fama. Yeah, Tony actually did die. And I had this thought, Wendy is now free to pursue Lorne after years of gawking at him. God damn it, Shin, you read my fucking mind. I thought, wouldn't it be great?
With those fat fucking eyes.
With her fat fucking eyes gawking at him. He covers himself in whoopie pies and heads over there and goes, I want to use your bathroom, baby.
You can use my pressure washer.
I'm going to use my pressure washer on you. Her fat fucking eyes.
Stop it, read now.
Read now. That is kind of sad. I am going to say that, and I mean this 100%, even though I'll probably laugh while I'm saying it. I mean, that's literally Lorne's only friend. Your only friend fucking died. Whoopie pie flaps. God damn it.
Oh, not the flaps. Do not get Bapstman starting to talk about
Please.
his flaps again.
My flaps. My flaps. My flaps.
You gotta tuck them in.
If you believe in me, you'll let me pee in your bathroom. Lorne and Wendy meeting their destinies in each other's fat fucking eyes.
Her eyes are fat. His are lopsided.
They just make a child with one eye. Okay, who's Rick? I swear to God, who's Rick, Archvile? Who's Rick? You need to get Jordan out of our fucking lives. Now, I knew he had a friend named Tyrone. He pointed out.
Isn't Rick the guy that he completely made up and tried to say that he was his Dee Dee? He was driving him home, and he's like, "No, Rick doesn't talk."
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Rick is mute.
Like the cab driver.
He can't say a word.
Mute.
Oh, my God. That's why you can't hear him at all. Silent Rick.
Silent Rick.
Big fat fucking eyes. I mean, it's so funny.
Silent Rick is Lord Sober Driver at night.
I thought you said whoopie pie faps, not flaps. Oh, please. Oh, my God. Lorne would use some old-timey term like, Rick is dumb and a mongoloid.
Or some bullshit.
His imaginary friend. Like sitting at home going, Rick, I can't believe Fama died. Rick,
Just being honest and fapping the flaps.
Jesus Christ. Rick is the strong, silent type. Hold on.
Put the whoopie pies in the refrigerator.
Pew pew. Okay. Here we go. 12 flaps of flapping. Lorne's only friends are Alton and Tyrone. Yep. You need to get Fama out of our lives. Oh no.
Terrible.
I know. I'm terrible. All right. Here we go. Paul, it's my body.
Well, then I also have to. Yeah, I don't know. The probation officers, they're all different in the way that they operate. It's like she's completely different than what my last one was. And he was really leaning on.
Yeah, like right after the funeral, he goes over, Wendy, I'm so sad and I'm sorry that Tony's dead, but do you still have that vacuum cleaner?
You don't know how Tony's death's making me feel.
Yeah, really, you don't know how it affected me. Meanwhile, Wendy, and it sounds like they've been together a long time, like Wendy's sitting at the kitchen table with Pepsis and whoopie pies and just, Tony. Oh, how could you leave me like this? Well, how fucking selfish are you? You don't even understand how it's affecting me.
He was my best fucking friend.
He was my best fucking friend. Tony died because Ramona did not say hi to him in a timely fashion. You know it took you 7 hours to say hi back. Tony and Wendy said hi to you, and it took you 7 hours to say hi back. Hi, Owen. Hold on. Pew pew. Oh my God. I love those calls.
I feel like you and I, we shouldn't even attempt to do calls if we stream together. We always, it's like 3 hours in and we're like 2 minutes into the call.
I know. Well, everybody knows they're not going to really hear the call. I mean, that's kind of the running joke, right?
I've always said that that's my favorite thing about you is that the host won't shut the fuck up.
The host won't shut the fuck up. And I adore those comments when it's like, you know, I really would enjoy listening to the call. Well, look, you cheap fuck, go pay for the calls like I did.
$25 and listen to all of them.
Fucking douche. Take all your clothes off, cover yourself in Crisco, and jerk off to the calls all you want. Oh, Lorne's mom sucks like a vacuum cleaner. Oh, maybe she should have. She wouldn't have a. I was listening to a call today, and Emma, Winnie says, Lorne's mom should apologize for all her rotten crotch fruit.
No, rotten crotch fruit. No, I'm gonna witch cackle. Stop right now.
Rotten crotch fruit. She's spread all over the world.
No. I'm hitting mute. Hold
on. Okay. They can come on coupons. Don't ever change how you do the streams. Fuck them cocksuckers.
All right. Weren't doing anything but
another
working.
20 seconds of phone call.
The first one was lenient or Maria's lenient?
The first one was lenient.
Right.
And Maria's being lenient, but she's also trying to be a bit of a stickler because of her supervisor.
He wore his formal tank top. He wore the salmon tank top to the funeral.
I hate you, Lala. She's cackling.
I would love to see Lorne's life portrayed using. I believe there is a Lorne puppet. That's not my thing. I don't have the Lorne puppet. That's another content creator. The Lorne Miss Lorne will be met by 3 spirits: Tony, Ghost of Christmas Past; Rhoda, Ghost of Christmas Future; Rhoda, Ghost of Christmas Present, and Ma. Oh my God, Gene! His best salmon tank top. You open his master bedroom closet, and he just has all these salmon tank tops hanging up.
Do you remember the cartoon Doug? And he went in his closet, and it was all the same outfit.
Yeah.
He had a green sweater vest and the khaki shorts. That's like Lauren's closet, but it's the same. He has 2 outfits, though. He has salmon tank tops and jean shorts, but then he also has like those blue basketball shorts that he wanted Chloe to be able to fill his dick through. Blue shirt. But it's just like this nice walk-in closet with a window.
Yeah, the closet with a window. What the fuck, Lorne?
Tank tops and the other is blue shirts.
Yeah, the blue that matches his eyes. I thought Ralph and Lori would be Ghosts of Christmas Future. They live so much in the future because they screwed too many people in the past. Oh, his floor drobe. I know, Aussie created the floor. I mean, not Aussie. Jesus Christ. No, Aussie did, because he wrote that little fan fiction, and then he co-wrote the Lorne's Diary. So Aussie did come up with a floor drobe. I have to get my shit straight. I'm writing like a whole history.
It threw me off completely when I got my new probation officer, and then her supervisor was involved with me too.
Hot dog and bologna.
And it's like when I had my first probation officer, he was never. It was always just him. His supervisor was never involved with me.
Play thought crimes at the wake.
No.
Thought crimes.
Lauren's up there. Look at the two of you.
Ugh. You're not caring about how this funeral is making me feel. Like when he gets up to eulogize him. Don't you care about me?
He starts bitching about the pressure washer.
Oh my God. You can bring your house over to use the pressure washer. Chicken wing, hot dog and bologna, chicken and macaroni. There you go.
Used to being able
Well,
to drive
there's
the house
all-
around.
You know, getting friendly with Maria, you know?
Well, I guess
Only old
trouble with
probation
it.
officer. You know, maybe take her out for drinks or something.
Take her out for drinks.
No, because they can't do that. There'd be conflict of interest.
Whose interest? Yours?
Mrs. Wendy Marie Armstrong. I just snorted.
It's okay. I've done it like 8 times tonight.
Wendy Marie Armstrong. Poor Wendy. Listen to me.
I was staring at your fat fucking eyes for an hour.
I haven't stared at your fat fucking eyes. Your fat fucking eyes are almost the same color blue as mine. You have suck fat fucking eyes.
All the boys at your school must be after you.
What?
All the boys at your school must be after you.
Boom,
You were
Wendy.
right to put fat fucking eyes in your screen.
Oh my God, please. Oh, you were right. You were right to put fat fucking eyes as your ID name. Oh my God. Oh, undead guy Jen. I'm sorry you've been sad, but I'm glad we could cheer you up. Oh, oh. Here we go.
Yeah, it'd be conflict of.
Nope.
That's what they're supposed to do. They're not supposed to get friendly with their probation fees.
All right.
I thought he was going to say clients.
It said many syllables. I love your laugh. Gosh, you're pretty.
Wear fat lady glasses.
It's like my witch cackle.
You know, Lorne Identity, I'm gonna be honest. I can't explain what the boom whatever available thing is, but it makes me laugh, so.
Oh.
Boom Wendy available. That was kind of funny. There we go. There you go.
All right. Maybe we can get some like before and after
Face hurts.
ads for you too.
I
Like
know.
you could be the before. Like we hire a model to do after. You take the workout drink, and you could.
That's one of my favorite parts.
We could do some
Oh,
before and
I
after
was
shots.
I totally missed it.
We could do some before and after shots, and you could be the before.
Before. This is when he's talking about his fucked up teeth. And Lord gives like this long ass. I used to have perfect teeth. I hate that I don't now because when I went in prison, when I had an accident, and then the prison dentist messed up my
Prison
tooth.
dentist.
The prison dentist turned your tooth blue gray.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to give this the attention it deserves. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Could be like a before. You have to shave, but you could be like the before, and then we could have like a hot guy be the after.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Do whatever we can do.
Uh-huh.
Pay me money. I don't give a fuck.
You know, dental stuff too. What are your teeth like? Are they good or they need a little work?
Oh, they need a little
Oh,
work.
no,
Put
I
them up
can't
in the
look at
prison.
Oh, God.
Oh, what, are you missing a...
It's showing a picture of Lorne with chewed up food in his mouth, and then it zooms in on the food and his fat tooth. That tooth is fucked up. That tooth, and he's got like a brown one next to it.
It's so funny. I think he says something on the line. They can put a normal size one in there. Just play it. Just play it. We gotta hear it. We gotta hear it.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
And I
Yes.
want to say props to Joey for like just being so straight and all this. Like I would be dying. I would be
So
laughing.
masterful.
Yeah, it's just like, listen,
just
we could do it
perfect.
before and after, and you could be the before, and then we'll get this really attractive hot guy to be the after.
And he just does it so smooth. Like he doesn't chuckle, he doesn't pause. It's perfect. He
And
is
Lorne's
so
like,
good.
yep, whatever we can do. I need money.
Do you remember?
And a couple.
Do you remember when you first did these and I found this channel and I actually like had to call you up? I'm like, Bapsby, I've never heard these. What is this?
It was like right after the live stream. Do do do.
My mind was blown.
What is this?
What
I've
is it?
never heard this.
Like as it was playing, I'm messaging Clopper and I'm like, who plays Pawl? This is amazing. What's going on here? I couldn't handle it. Bapsby.
Yeah, it went right over his head. He knows goddamn good and well he ain't fucking ugly.
No, I went in to get. Well, I had it. When I got an accident before, like a year before I ever got
I was
incarcerated, and it cracked my front tooth.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Wow.
but my tooth wound up hitting the. I don't know if it was the steering wheel or the ship, whatever it was that I hit.
Oh, you got like a car
I
accident?
smashed up against the building. Yeah.
What'd you do?
It wound up.
He just like he's gonna just gloss over this, and 9 times out of 10, the embarrassing shit that Lorne like, I'm not gonna tell you anything about myself because until we meet face to face. But he 9 times out of 10, he's the one who brings up like this embarrassing shit about himself. Well, I got in a car accident. Oh, really? What happened? Well, my brother was gonna walk home drunk.
So I drove drunk instead. And that's why my fucking tooth is dead.
Yeah.
And too big.
Listen, I hadn't drank in 8 hours. And he actually said that in another call when he was explaining it to Winnie. I hadn't had a drink in 8 hours. I thought I was sober. And I was thinking, you haven't had a drink in 8 hours and you were still drunk?
Well, and then he goes, and I was about 2 or 3 sips over the limit. And she's like, well, how do you know exactly? And he's like, yeah, about 2 or 3 sips. Like he knows exactly what 2 or 3 sips over the legal limit is. But he's being so serious. He's not like, oh, it was just barely over. He's like, no, was it about two or 3 sips?
I had 3 sips 8 hours ago, and I was right over the limit.
I was drinking coffee all night.
Jesus Christ. He thinks coffee is like the magic, like you drink coffee and you're just suddenly not drunk anymore.
No, coffee is beer. He just says he's drinking coffee. He's drinking beer out of a coffee mug.
Out of a coffee mug.
My brother was drunk. Both my brothers were drunk, and I was really tired. And they were over my house. They were over my house drinking.
Pew, pew. Here we go. Let's hear the story.
Pawl and Roy.
Right.
And wanted to go home because I told him that I said I want to go to bed and get some sleep for a couple hours, and I'll give you a ride home. But he didn't want to be alone with Roy because he doesn't really like Roy a whole lot. So he said he was going to walk home. I said, Jesus Christ, last thing I want is my drunk brother walking home out on the road. And he lived 25 miles away. So I drove him home, and on the way back, I was falling asleep. I hadn't had a drink for quite some time that night, and I thought I was sober. But I actually wound up being like a couple sips over the legal limit. So I wound up getting a DUI off of that.
So
I hadn't had a drink in quite some time. That fucking story. He did less damage to a house with a car.
I like when he says it angrily, though. When he's, you know how I got that? My fucking brother was going to walk home drunk, and I didn't want him walking 25 miles.
Asshole. So instead of telling his brother, hey, you know, like he mentions, like, I want to sleep a little bit, sleep this off a little bit. Instead of telling his brother, well, why don't you just sleep for a little while? No. Well, I guess I'll just drive you home drunk. I don't want you walking home drunk. But,
Drive drunk.
Scarlett said he did less damage to a house with a car than he did to Betty's house with his hands.
Scarlett, she I love her so much. I feel she is just, her videos are hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
And anytime she comes into a room, you know she's going to say she just is so quick and witty. And I love her so much. I know I said that earlier, but I love her.
I would marry you now.
That's how special she is.
That's how much we love her.
She must be smart.
She's our girl. Here we go.
You fell asleep while you were driving?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
they went off
then
the road
what?
and
Did you pass out?
passed into it. No, I didn't know why. I just fell asleep.
I took a couple sips out of 24 beers.
Oh. Hey, look, we're going to make Scarlett blush.
We'll make you blush. Make you blush. He fell asleep because he was drunk.
Right.
And I wound up
what did you hit?
going off the road and hitting concrete foundation.
Ouch.
Not a house, a
Yeah.
concrete foundation.
And then
Oh, my van, but
I
How
want
did
to
the
be
cops
boyfriend
find out?
with Scarlett.
no, I had to call the cops because I had the insurance and all that. So
Right.
Yeah, and it's interesting, like, he hits a house. What? I love you at Scarlet Ebony, and I would die, for you in a reasonable situation.
But he says it like Lorne, on a reasonable situation.
Oh, fuck. My head is like, like my face hurts. I'm laughing like I can't stop.
That
Like,
was mine. My face literally hurts so bad. Iron Dan is here. Hi.
hi, Iron Dan. It was his mom's van. His poor fucking mom. A concrete foundation.
That's my car, you know.
Yeah, that's my car, you know. She shows up at the accident scene. That is my car, you know. Would Scarlet Ebony want to see me die as a baby?
Oh, you're making Daddy Minnie proud, Cyber Squeak.
That's our girl. It is my van,
Oh wait,
you know.
wait. Am I Minnie Daddy or Daddy Minnie? I forgot.
I like Mini Daddy. It makes me think of
Minnie
like just
Daddy.
a small
Because
dad.
I'm just really little.
Just a tiny. He put you in my pocket.
No, I want you to think of me as your stepfather.
That's all right, Lala. I was waiting for someone to say that. Your face hurts. It's killing me.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Well, there goes your chance to work with the biggest names in the business.
Off the verge again. Who's Minnie Daddy? Who's Minnie Daddy?
Mini Daddy.
I swear, if she does not call me Minnie Daddy in her next stream,
Yeah.
I'm going to be so upset. She's going to be grounded.
Off the verge. Mini Daddy is my new girlfriend. Mini
Girlfriend,
syllables.
boyfriend.
And therefore, it's Cyber Squeak's stepfather.
I'm going to give her away at her wedding.
Yeah. If you didn't know, Cyber Squeak was raised by mom, and I'm mom.
I'll try to remember Minnie Daddy.
I wish all automated phone systems, hi, aka Mugnuts, I wish all automated phone systems has Lorne's voice. For English, press 1. For Spanish,
I would offer
press
to
dos.
adopt.
For Lorne's, hit your head with the phone.
I would offer to adopt Cyber Squeak, but I don't believe in buying children.
My God. What is it with these genies?
Please hear 'em, girls.
Bapsby, if you'd ever like to do a conversation or something with someone who counsels sex offenders, let me know. That's my day job done. Bapsby@gmail.com. Email me. Done and
Got a
done.
little too excited there.
And B. I'm so down. Who took out Joran? Was it Ember? I'm going to tell you a secret. I know who it is. It was me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh.
He was so gross. I wouldn't have been able to even pretend. He's so fucking gross. I'm wearing a high. How many of you are wearing high ponytails right now? I am.
I actually do have a high ponytail in
I
now. It was down,
I actually do.
and then I was laughing so much I had to pull my hair up. And it's like right on the top of my head too, just to keep it out of my face.
It's
I was
Babs and
gonna do
cheese.
fun. And then I just started cracking up, and so I just left it. I don't have big hoop earrings though.
I'm wearing silver, like silver flip flops. They got like sparkly things on them. Does that?
Are they? I'd prefer gold.
Of course you do. One gold shoe.
I'm wearing a man bun. Does that count? It absolutely counts, Gorilla.
I'm wearing one gold shoe. I am wearing a Jeannie outfit right now.
Right now.
Right now. Baps and cheese.
Me and Bapsy are both sitting here in Jeannie outfits with our cameras off.
Just amusing ourselves. I love you too, Kayla. Go watch the second call with Lorne and Wes. Enjoy.
And they gave you a test, and you were over the limit by how many steps do you think?
I didn't even realize you said that.
Bye, Mom and Dad. She's just so... I love that kid. I love her so much.
I loved her first.
I loved her first.
I love being Kayla's daddy.
Kayla's daddy. Jesus
My
Christ.
life's greatest achievement. Just because we're not related by blood doesn't mean anything.
So do your kids call me Mom or Dad? How's that going to work?
Both. I have twins. One calls you Mom and one calls you Dad.
Decaf recipes, I love you so much. This next line is a joke. This is getting too hot for me. I gotta find my coupons. I love you. This is not a joke, Decaf recipes. I love you. I love you.
I love him too.
Oh my God. Okay, here we go.
Well, the legal limit was .08, and I was .09878.
Oh.
So I was
That's
like,
not okay.
I was like about a half a beer over.
I think that's a little.
Wait, he just went from 2 sips to half a beer over.
I think that's a little more than half a beer. I mean, .09.
For your blood.
And he says it was hours since he had a drink. The Rose song. Harriet Wheeler's hairdo. Anybody know what that hairstyle is called? I do not. The point made with the catfish is that the compulsion overrides common sense, that he had no idea what a decoy does, and he really didn't pay attention to the others and what they do. Lala, true. Oh,
The limit. So,
okay.
but it happened, and I did what I did, and I spent one day in jail for it, and
Shit.
paid
Well, that's not
$500.
Shit. I thought the whole community found Jordan funny, and I was just being an asshole. Shin, you know, this whole time, I swear to God, I was like, you know, when Jordan started, and I watched one, he had a genuinely, I found it amusing. He did a song, you know, You're Beautiful or something like that, and I found it amusing. And I told everybody to go watch his videos. And then, like, I watched one more, his roast or something, and I was like, oh, boy. And I thought, am I just not getting it? Because am I alone in that? Like, I thought everybody found him funny and there was something wrong with me. Minnie.
What? I'm
Oh.
listening. I'm trying not to comment because I don't want to say mean things. I don't want to admit to people that sometimes I say mean things behind people's back.
I didn't.
Because people
I
think
didn't.
I'm nice.
I didn't
So
find him
I
funny.
didn't want to ruin that.
I thought his singing videos were funnier. I thought he should stick with, and I one time tried to give him some advice, and I had to hear about the creative process, and I said, you know, fuck this asshole. Fuck him.
So the first video of his I actually saw was the Jeannie video, and then the behind the scenes of the Jeannie video, and then the second one I saw was the kelp pill. And so at that point, I just unsubscribed and I never watched anything again. But I didn't tell him that, and I didn't tell other people that because I wasn't trying to like tear him down. But I was just like, I can't. I can't watch this.
Yeah,
shit.
I was trying to be supportive because so many people were supportive of me. And I love the sort of renaissance we have going on in the community of all these great new content creators and everybody just supporting each other. And I actually enjoyed don't hate me, but I enjoyed the Jeannie video before I knew everything, obviously. Just because, Clobber and Tiffany are very talented. They made it, humorous. It was somewhat humorous to me. Especially I love Clobber's characterization of Lorne as but when the behind the scenes came out, I got kind of pissed off. I thought you really sound like a dick. And frankly, like, I always found him kind of a name dropper at that point. Like, look at me, I'm working with the biggest names in the business. Like, we already knew that.
In the biz.
It's okay.
No.
I just thought the behind the scenes shit was kind of
and I
got
a very, I am probably one of the most raunchy, like, flirtatious people in this community. I probably make a lot of people really uncomfortable. If I've ever made you uncomfortable, I'm very sorry.
I'm terribly uncomfortable right now.
Anyone else, if I've made you uncomfortable, I'm so sorry. I'm probably not going to stop, though. But I always had this kind of gross vibe from him. And I think I've told him that, too. So this isn't just, like, me talking shit about him. But what I did was, because, again, like you said, everyone kind of supports each other here, and I think that's really important. I really like that. So I used to go, and I would just mute the video, and I would play it so he would get the view.
Oh,
and
my
then I
God,
would like it.
you were so nice.
So I would just be, like, doing dishes or something, and I would just hit play and mute. So that way it would play all the way through. He would get the interaction, and that would be that. But I honestly never – I listened to the Jeannie thing, and then the kelp pill thing just I couldn't after that.
I made it probably 30 seconds into the kelp pill thing, and I just felt so badly. I just, like...
Yeah. I just wanted to, like, go save kelp pill.
Yeah.
That was... I felt... Yeah, I don't know.
I
don't want to keep talking about the guy, but...
Yeah. You really are sweet. I just thought... And I kept it to myself, just like everybody else did, because who wants to hurt somebody's feelings? And now I feel like the feeling is, like, we're not going to... Believe me, if I don't think you're funny now, fuckers, I'm going to tell you. Oh, all right. Let's get back to it. We've gone past our 5 minutes of playing with Bud. God damn it.
We definitely have gone past our 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's what
we should be in the bathtub holding on to by now.
Before the To Catch a Predator show happened.
So what happened to the two?
I know, Kelp, and I know you can handle yourself, but I still just wanted to go save you and carry you away from that awful, awful sketch.
Yeah, I mean, I thought, my thoughts about it were, man, Kelp Pill, you are a sport. I mean, really a sport, and he is not comedic in any way whatsoever. I'm not going to exactly call out unfunny, but I might be a little more discerning. Have you ever been to a gorilla swingers club?
Happened.
I mean, I am almost one of the biggest names in the business,
In the biz.
In the biz. I do have over 1,000 subscribers.
Let me tell you about the creative writing process.
Yeah, let me tell you exactly. I know you all came here to listen to me talk about how I come up with my ideas for my live streams. First, I stick a balloon up my ass.
Then I fuck around with the audio for 20 minutes.
Yeah, and then I go, oh, hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hey, Minnie, are you there? Hello? Oh my God.
Kick his ass some more.
The roast, this is the last thing I'm going to say about it. The roast was probably one of the most unfunny things I've ever watched. And he contacted me shortly after he put that out. And he goes, did you watch my roast video? Did you hear the joke about, what's the deal with these, whatever? And I was like, yeah.
He actually did. What's the deal with these?
No. I don't know what the specific joke was, but it was just
oh my God. I almost just had a heart attack because I've been saying that to you for like 3 days.
I know. What's the deal with these gold shoes?
What's the deal with these Arab girls?
Do you think you're an authority on what is comedic? I know, that was so wonderful.
Do you think you're qualified to determine what a comedic hack is? One, I have to admit, I really was not making a joke out of the interview. I took it very seriously. That one, it came out, and I didn't really mean it as a joke, but as soon as I said it, I had to just like cover my mouth. Like I literally put both hands. You can probably hear my mic. Like I take both hands and I shove it over my mouth, because after I said that, I almost started laughing. And I told him and I told everyone else I was not trying to make a joke of it. I wasn't trying to, like, you know, get little digs in. But that I almost died laughing when I
that was really good. Jordan's
but I really meant
it.
It was a legitimate question. That's what came. I was like, wait, do you think that you're qualified? Because my point of even bringing that up is, you know, he's talking about, women who only joke about men wanting to have sex with them, they're comedic hacks. And it sort of added on to this whole, like, he has such a shitty attitude towards anyone who is not receptive to his sexual advances. And that's where I was trying to go with it. But then when he said that, I don't know. But that was the one moment where I had to stifle laughter.
Yeah, it was 80s Girl. You are exactly right. Sounds like it was America's Home Videos with Bob Saget kind of humor. Yeah, it was. That's a very good characterization of it. I felt like I was being a snob, thinking he wasn't funny, and I just needed to be more accepting. Now I realize I am a snob, but also he wasn't funny. Yeah, it was just...
Oh, thank you, Nate.
Yeah, it was...
He said I sounded like Chris Hansen in that interview. So smooth and in control. Thank you. That just like made my night.
You did a wonderful job, Minnie Hansen.
Min Hansen.
Manson.
More.
Manson.
Good.
Good.
I wish the fuck I was there so I could fucking beat the hell out of him. I want my fucking turn.
Right off his head.
Reversed. I went
Threw it down with
backwards.
his broken sunglasses.
Hold on.
That's the only thing I've ever did before.
All Minnie needed was a black turtleneck.
Why are we even bothering trying to play a phone call? What am I doing? What am I doing?
Such a good phone call, though. But maybe we should stop it and do it next time. We need to do a part 2. And looking at the progression, we probably need to do like 7 parts to this call.
Oh my God. He did sound like he was smiling the whole fucking time. He really did. And he was in you said he was in, I didn't know this. I knew he was in like one comedy troupe.
Now don't go for any bad checks, Minnie.
But you said he was in a couple of You should have asked him to take a seat.
This is some behind the scenes. I will give you guys this since Rhoda said that.
Well, just wait for the behind the scenes video. God.
Should I do a behind the scenes video?
No, fuck that.
There's really nothing to it. No, so Rhoda, at the very beginning of it, he was asking for a lot of advice, and I think you'll hear that come across in some of these West calls that are floating around now. Because I think he just wanted to come across as genuine as possible. And I really was not like trolling him or anything. You know, I was like, well, you do want to make sure you sound genuine. You know, don't try to blame people unless that's how you really feel. But then at the beginning of the video, he asked me, you know, about how long do you think this is going to take? And I said, well, it's about 40 questions or so. So it really depends on, you know, how in depth you get with your answers. But I don't know, maybe an hour or so. And he's like, well, should I sit or stand? And I was like, well, whatever's most comfortable for you. And he's like, well, maybe I should stand because, you know, in case I need to pace, which is understandable. But then, like, he's like, hold on, my desk is going to be really loud. And it was like, for like a solid minute and a half. I guess, like, he was, like, raising his standing desk.
Oh, my God.
But all I could think the whole time was, oh, my God, he's standing. I can say, why don't you take a seat?
Really, George?
She said, don't hire Venn Media.
The fact that he thought, this is really, I don't know why I found this so funny. Maybe somebody can explain how my thinking to me. But the fact that he thought Vincent Nicotra was trolling him.
Oh.
Come on.
I think that's because he wanted to be Westmost.
Yeah.
Euro says I'm good enough to join CNN.
Aw, you are. You did a great job. 3 beautiful things in life. A sunset, a child's smile, and Joran's laughter. That laugh.
Clobbers Joran, but all of his impressions are just so right on. But his Joran laugh is it's precious.
Yeah, even Jordan wakes up and appreciates not being Lorne Armstrong, but man, he is really close. He's really close. Oh, boy. All right, should we try some more with the phone call?
Yes.
Okay, give me a
Yes.
second. Yeah, okay.
Let me figure it.
So what happened to the tooth? Did it fall out, or did it die? Did it turn black? What happened?
Then we're back with the tooth.
No, it cracked it, and then when I was incarcerated, I was biting down on some food, and I wound up cracking the corner of it off.
Jesus
So I had to go in and get some food. Food from the prison.
Okay.
And so I had to go into the dentist and get it fixed, and she frigged it up. So
frigged it right up.
It doesn't. Yeah, she ground it down too far, and then she wound up putting a bunch of a filling in it, so one foot is wider than the other
yes,
two.
you know I love BBC.
Oh, we should put a cap on it.
And, well, that's what I'm.
Like, how many times is he going to bring up BBC?
The British Broadcasting Corporation.
Yeah. Jordan is a big fan of the British Broadcasting. Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Prison food. Feud. It's my body.
My body.
Have it fixed like.
I love angry Lorne, but this Lorne is amusing as well.
Yeah,
Well,
It is funny to listen to the difference
right?
between
And for
him.
advertising, like, you could be the before.
Say again?
It is funny to listen to the difference between Lorne talking to an adult man that he's trying to impress versus talking to his girlfriends.
Yeah. Big difference. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, when he said, you got a dead tooth or whatever, shut the fuck you. Fuck you.
Fuck you. Shut. Yeah, I'm your fucking husband. Shut the fuck up.
Lorne with his wedding band.
And then they'll get somebody else with good teeth to be the after, and for payment, they could fix your teeth.
Yeah, that would work too.
Yeah.
British
Because
Broadcasting
they have a lot of
Barbecue.
good people, like with good teeth, that can do the after. But people with really fucked up teeth are hard to find, so you would be good for that.
They're hard to find.
Sadly-
You'd be good for that.
I will post a link to this call. I know there are many who would love to actually hear the call. Think of this as advertising for the call.
Right.
It's sort of like
That's what this is.
late night infomercials where we go, you'll get Lorne's greatest hits like.
Sadly, that's true right now because
And
my teeth used to be
And
perfect.
Right? So wait, but what? Just the one tooth
you'll hear Paul quotes like,
is bad, though, or all of them bad.
And no, just the one tooth that is bad.
is that Lorne Armstrong? Turn it up.
right now. You stop.
That could work. That could work is one of the funniest things. I love that could work. And I still remember what you said. That could work.
Could work.
Oh,
Lorne, I had to tell you to stop sending them so much.
you were sending
Lorne.
7 or 8 a day.
Yay.
Lorne. Yes, I was doing a Freedom Rock ad. Thank you. Turn it up, dude. Is that Lorne Armstrong? Well, turn it up, man. So stupid. I am so fucking stupid.
You're my
But I
favorite
haven't-
person.
Am I your favorite big name in the biz?
You are. That's the only reason I'm here.
Listen, I like to support you little channels. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Hold on. Thank you.
Thank you. It was so strange. It made me think, was he even listening to what was going on? Thank you. Like you just gave him a compliment. I like the Lorne movie review. The Lorne movie review.
Crown on the other ones. I wound up getting a cavity on it when I was 24, I think. And they wound up grounding it down to a post and putting a crown on it. But
Okay.
when I got in the accident, it pushed that crown over a little bit. So that crown has to be pushed back in place.
All right, but you're not missing any teeth.
So, no, I'm missing any teeth.
Okay, well, you can push those teeth back and put a crown on that front one, get it nice so it's not a big fat tooth, get a normal fat tooth in there.
Normal size teeth.
Yeah.
That's
What
my
color would
favorite
you
part.
call it?
That
One
is
of them
my
was
absolute
white,
favorite
gray,
part of
yellow.
this entire call.
Big fat tooth to go with your
Tooth
fat
out.
fucking eyes.
Oh, that's gonna be his line to Wendy. He's like, you might have fat fucking eyes. I got this fat fucking tooth. God made your fat fucking eyes for my fat fucking tooth, and he made my fat fucking tooth for your, fat fucking eyes. And then Wendy goes, Wendy goes, thank you, God.
You're gonna think I'm stupid. A Kids Bop version of T-Cap calls. I don't want a teeny bopper. What's a teeny bopper, Lorne? Is that like you want to bop a teen? Is that like sex with a teen? Do you remember that? When Lorne was talking about, I don't want a teeny bopper. Oh.
One of my favorite things.
Yes,
that
I wish.
said,
Go ahead.
no, it's just when he says that Mr. Penis protects children.
Mr. Penis wants to keep other penises away from children.
He wants to keep all of the children for himself.
Joey comedy is killing.
Oh,
Joey should change his channel to Joey Comedy.
Have a wish. What color do you think?
Joey's comedy.
Joey
Don't
comedy.
yell,
If you have to say that it's comedy, it's probably not.
because of the friggin' tobacco stain.
Bapstman Comedy presents
Oh, so they're pretty yellow.
Funny stuff.
funny stuff. With this 18 volume. God. I'm making zero fucking sense.
Well, they're not pretty
Okay.
yellow, but they're,
You don't have to make sense.
Yeah, that's
they're
true.
more yellow than I want them to be.
Or more yellow.
mean, like-
I do want to get them
You get
bleached,
them like
so I can get
cleaned
them
every
back to
couple
white.
years, or when was the last time you got them like cleaned?
No,
Harder off.
like 3 years ago, I think.
Sure it was 3 years ago. Plus 30, I'm sure. Lorne has a white chat with gray on the bottom.
With gray on the bottom.
I only live about an hour away from you. Oh, we
He
need to
didn't
do.
even want to go there.
We need to do the decoy calls sometimes. I will always go back to those. Always.
I would reenact the chat log, the decoy. I will do whatever you want.
That's why you're
gotta
my mini-me.
I gotta please my wife.
That's why you're my wife.
That's why I'm your wife. Shut the fuck up. I'm
You
your
better
fucking
stop.
husband.
You better stop talking to all these other fucking content creators out there. You're my fucking woman.
How many views did they put on your channel? How many views?
How many views? How many other channels was you looking at?
I weren't subscribed to that.
You weren't on my live stream.
I weren't subscribed.
You weren't. I weren't subscribed to no other channels. Oh, Lorne.
3
Put
years.
on makeup for all them other
Yeah,
channels.
I wanted to do it again this year. But I want to get my teeth bleached, so that way I can get them back to white again.
Well, if you brush them and floss them, they'll stay pretty white.
Okay, the chickens. Why does Lorne have chickens? This is a serious question. Hi, Joey. What's the deal with the chickens? I need to know. I've seen the videos. Of
What's
the
the
chickens.
deal with the chicken?
What's the deal with these chickens? Listen.
Stand up routine. What's the deal with these chickens?
Oh,
I'm so dumb. But I think it's so funny.
is now when I tell the anecdote about my son.
I'm picturing the old face. What's the deal?
What's the deal with these chickens?
Stop it.
Oh, fuck.
No one's gonna want to
I've seen.
me ever again. They're never gonna come again. If you ever have that many on your streams again, we're never coming here
I'm
again.
never coming on here again. Now I've seen Raptor Bacon's videos with the chickens, but I'm wondering why he has the fucking chickens. Maybe he's selling eggs on the side of the road with printers and used tires.
Oh, I know someone with a coupon.
Oh, that was a good year. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my
Well, you should get them
god.
cleaned like every 6 months or so.
What's the deal?
Yeah,
with
These genies.
no, that should be the best thing to do. Just
Yeah.
no matter if I need to be able to afford it and get.
I mean, I keep going back to these fucking chickens though, because I'm serious. What's his plan for these poor chickens? Can you imagine?
He probably thinks he's a good old country boy and he's going to be a chicken farmer.
When he was talking about, like, I got them in a box in the house with a light, and I'm thinking, oh my God, these poor fucking chickens.
They're in his kitchen while he's doing his cooking shows and he's trying to get him to do tricks.
He's gonna juggle them. He's gonna juggle the chickens.
He's gonna juggle the chickens.
Oh, Cody, be careful. Place your feet, like, on the floor. Just like, stabilize yourself a little bit. It'll be okay. He's gonna turn them into chicken fries. Hi, Kayla. Oh, my fucking head hurts. Here we go.
We did that simultaneous sigh
I
again.
know. Oh,
I love you.
I love you.
I love
So
you.
precious little green-eyed princess.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
You can say it. No one else can. That's how special you are.
So listen, Jordan, I think, maybe do you think there's something to this if a lot of people are saying this and they knew it was you before the name came out, and maybe you are coming on a little too strong with women in the community? Oh, you must really care about me, my precious green-eyed princess. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you.
I remember when I showed you that. I think I was on the phone with you. And you were like, "This motherfucker."
I was so angry. I was like,
you were not even like laughing. You were like, "This piece of shit."
I said this. I said something so outrageous like, "This won't fucking stand." I'm not fucking having it. Not in my fucking community.
That's when I decided I wanted you to be my boyfriend because you got really protective over me.
You're protecting him. You're protecting him.
I was.
Oh.
Are you
it's time for you to
interviewing that
start protecting your
fucking
boyfriend. Oh my.
No, but really, that was similar to how in Clobber's stream last night. It's one of the first times I've heard him get really serious. But you got when I showed you that, you got very upset. Like you got very, very protective.
Yeah, I was.
Bapsty's gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
Yeah, I was fucking pissed. It was so outrageous.
Well, and it probably didn't help it because you were the first person I told, and that part too. And I was like, I wasn't laughing at that point. I was still in a little bit of like, I can't believe he just said that, So I think that probably added to it that I wasn't like, haha, look what this idiot said. You know what I mean? I was like, oh my God, Bapsty, I'm trying to talk to him about this and look at this,
Yeah. I mean, and you.
I think I was talking to you as I was typing to him. And so you got it raw from me. And it was just, you were this piece of shit.
Yeah. Yeah. It was because it was so, you were so kind and gentle. And, Jordan, do you think maybe there's a fatwa? God damn it. Okay. And raw, what's that? Okay. But you were trying to give him this like gentle hint, and he completely shows you the reason he didn't get it. And I swear if I knew where he lived, I would have gotten in my car, drove to his house, and tried to find his dick and punch him in it. Anyway. You were very, very angry. And because at that point, I hadn't seen the Google Drive yet. And so I was still like, oh, sorry, I just hiccuped. Sorry, everyone. You hear me hiccup? But no, I hadn't seen everything yet. And so I didn't realize the extent of what he was doing. But I was just like, oh, well, even if this is not legit and this is some troll, I'm going to use this as my, hey, you're creepy with girls here. You know what I mean? Yeah.
And it just went right over his head.
Yeah. And he used that as, you must really care about me a lot to try to protect me.
Well, and he had used that green-eyed line on me like twice before. Both times I absolutely stopped talking to him. So it was like, oh, so now that I'm reaching out to you and saying, hey, do you think maybe you're being a little bit creepy with women and making them uncomfortable? That was your in to like try to get it in there again?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, you're kind of a creep and you're hitting on women and you're making them uncomfortable. What are you doing later?
Hugs.
Oh, what? What?
Yeah, I remember
You
right after he
fucking
did the
asshole.
little, yeah, he did like colon hugs, colon.
Yeah, I mean, the worst he ever said to me, I mean, he would kind of pester me to see what I look like. And at that point, like, I just got to a certain point where I wouldn't respond to messages from him anymore. Pew pew, Greg. The worst he ever said to me, honestly, was, he was asking me when I was doing my face reveal, like, finally, I can finally fucking get what I've been bugging you for. And,
Right.
I was already nervous about it. Because I'm older. I'm not like in my 20s. I was
You're
a little
hot.
nervous.
You're my hot boyfriend. You shut your mouth right
my hot
now.
boyfriend. But he was like, "Well, beware, my flirt level goes way up if I think you're cute." And I'm just like,
No.
what does that even mean? Who fucking jacks off to Jeannie's?
The flirt level.
Oh my God, Minnie, they've got speakers outside the comedy bar, and when I tell jokes, people outside stop and look in the window.
Oh my God!
We were doing that same shtick last night.
We said that last night. Oh my God! Yes.
I was talking about my prowess on the clarinet.
Yes.
And I said, listen, you don't understand. When I play clarinet at the karaoke
Karaoke bar. People looking outside stop and look in the window.
I love you guys.
And you said, why is this bitch playing a clarinet?
I said, who's this asshole playing a clarinet at the
Yeah,
karaoke?
that's what you said.
If I was, you'd be naked. Oh. The
All right.
coupons he nutted on. T-Cap's
Oh.
very concerned about the coupons.
He nutted on.
Creamy coupons.
I love. Okay, that last part was a joke.
And
I joined this community for the groupies. Well, unlike someone, I'm sure that's working out for Shin. I'm pretty sure Shin does have groupies.
I was gonna about to say something very serious. I really appreciated Shin's comment on your video. I don't really talk about it a lot. One of the things that drew me to the community is I have I have abuse in my past.
Right.
And when Shin said, they have a whole army, but I'm getting goosebumps right now. I was like, fuck yeah, we do. Fuck
Yes.
you assholes.
No.
I'm gonna send Shin to fuck you up. He's my new bodyguard.
Well, one, I'm really sorry that that's something you've experienced. That's not anything anyone should ever have to experience. But Shin did hit it right on the head, which is why I wanted to include him in there. And I also want to say that what Melania said, just it resonated. At first they were going to be like little, couple second clips. But what she said, I was like, no, this whole thing has to be in here because that's exactly how so many other women and probably men too felt about it. Is that whole it always really grossed me out and made me very uncomfortable. But I didn't want to be the asshole that was being mean to the guy because we all sort of joke like this around here. He just took it a little too far. But I mean, and look what it ended up being. Yeah.
Yeah. And it really, they were all really great points. But it really made me feel good to think of this community as like an army for those members in the community that have been through something like that. And this has just been, before I started doing this, I mean, I'm sort of an introvert. You wouldn't believe it. I really am. And this has just been, it's going to sound dopey, but I mean, this has been kind of life-changing for me to be able to do this and have an outlet for this. And nobody can ever fuck this up for me. This will always be my safe place. So,
well, and I think it's important to point out to people too, especially if there's a few people who again are thinking like, oh, now we can't really trust people and joke with people around here. Not only did this guy get completely pushed out and exposed and ridiculed the second things came to light, but these things didn't just come to light because someone stumbled upon them. Someone got wind that this guy was being creepy with women in this community. So they went and hunted this stuff down and they found it and they exposed it. So again, I said it earlier, I realized that it's horrible to feel like someone like that was here and took advantage of people's trust. But again, those people who are like that are everywhere you're going to go.
Yeah.
If anything, I hope people feel safer being here, seeing how this community deals with that.
Yeah. And they should. We'll fuck them up. We'll fuck them all up. We'll sniff them all out. And god damn you, Shin. I think the problem is Jordan's comedy was too highbrow for me. Yeah, like unlike my comedy. So intellectual. Jordan's highbrow comedy. Fuck. Jordan was the golden high heel standard of creepiness.
Golden high heel standard? Shut up right now.
Oh.
Shut up right now. You didn't just say golden high heel standard.
Yep.
Oh, God.
One of the most, I swear to God, I kind of said the same thing. One of the most offensive things Jordan did was call what he did comedy. This might sound weird, but you remind me so much of my mom, who was a victim of domestic abuse. I adore listening to you shit on these dudes because it was what my mom would love. I love when people tell me that. I've had a couple people tell me that. I mean, I'm a mom. Kayla will tell you, like, I don't fuck around. We were in the store. Kayla blossomed early, and when she was like around 13 or 14, like some dude was eyeing her up in a grocery store, and man, I almost fucked that dude up. Like, Kayla was like, mom.
It is so hard. My daughters are 13, and they also have developed early, and it is so hard, and also just wondering, like, well, is that person looking innocently or are they not?
Yeah.
And you really, it changes how you look at the world. It really does. It's a shame, though. It's a shame that you have to look at things differently and from a protective standpoint. Like I shouldn't have to worry, like, oh, if I let my daughter come to the store with me in her shorts, am I going to have to stand behind her and make sure no one is staring at her?
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like in fear. I mean, this dude was like just staring, not even, I mean, I know you're going to look, I get it. When she was 13, she looked like she was older, but the guy, she's with her mother and he was just staring, and I wanted to punch him in the face. And Daddy's Thursday says, I knew that kink shaming isn't cool, but I'm pretty uncomfortable with the master-slave implications of the Jeannie fetish. And I feel the same way. I mean, in all seriousness, and I love how Jordan was like, we all have our fetishes, ho, 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 when he was trying to make a joke when he was talking with Les.
Oh, God.
But, I mean, we do. We have things that we like. I wouldn't come on here and go and tell you about how I, like to dress up like a clown and, but...
Bapsman! That was supposed to stay between us. You promised.
But I know exactly what you mean about the master slave, and I'm not talking about like the BDSM community, because I don't think he understands what that is at all. I'm not in the BDSM community. It's, that's not my thing. It's cool for people who are into that, but the way I've always understood it, there's a lot of trust and there's a lot of respect that has to go into that relationship. It sounded like he just wanted somebody to shit on. That's what it sounded like to me.
That's why I asked him that. I wasn't just asking that to try to talk about what he's into. I asked him that, and if you notice, he cut me off and answered as I was trying to say, and all of the responsibilities that go along with it. And then he never addressed that part of the question. But
well, he acted like he didn't understand what the fuck you meant.
I'm sorry. Like, I realize that I ramble. I realize that I don't always make a lot of sense. But am I crazy, or was when he's like, "Oh, you've changed the definition so many times"?
Yeah, like he's the authority. I was like, you fucking dick.
Like, I'm questioning you about liking underage children, and you're going to talk about my delivery of these questions right now?
Well, I guess I'll try to answer, even though you fucked it up so much, Minnie. But, and I understood exactly what you meant. It doesn't matter what you think the definition of kink or fetish are. The question you were trying to ask is this something that you're just into, it sexually excites you, or is this something that you're so obsessed with that it has affected your life, obviously, in a negative way? Well,
right.
I guess I'll try to understand your stupid fucking question, but Shin has a really good question. What do you think he meant when he said he wrote the Tiffany Jeannie sketch with a twinge of jealousy?
I honestly, that's not the first time he said that. And I think in his mind, he thinks that by making her this really overtly sexual Jeannie, that I think what he was trying to say is that male listeners would be more invested, but he didn't want to sound like an asshole, is what I think he was trying to say. But I mean, everything he
Sex
was
sells,
saying
baby.
there,
My high comedy. You got to get it. You got to get with it. Like,
right, exactly. Well, and I think that that's just it. It was kind of like like a Lorne thing, right? Where he said that in his head and he thought it sounded good, so then he repeated. I think he even said it to Wes a few times in those calls, but he said that a few times because I think he thought it made sense to sort of justify what he was saying, but really at the end of the day, everything he was saying in response to that question was just bullshit, because he was literally trying to say that he didn't find Tiffany's voice sexy, and that's not what it was about. It just happened to be coincidence, right up until I asked him
was
about
just
the screenshot that I saw.
his sexual fantasy. It was just a complete fucking coincidence that it was his sexual fantasy. And fuck him if he said Tiffany's voice is not. I find Tiffany's voice sexy. I mean, and I'm not saying that with a hint of humor. She has a fabulous voice. And if he thinks anybody believes that bullshit, he can go live in a fucking trailer with Lorne. I'm getting worked up. I'm sorry. I'm getting really fucking worked up about this. And I didn't want to do that. Could he have been hoping that the male community members would have been jealous?
BDSM
Yeah, I think he was trying to make other community members jealous. What?
Hero said, I thought BDSM was Bapsby does support me.
Tiff's got a great voice. Fuck him. He was so that was probably the most infuriating part for me. I like Emma's voice too. Did he want to be shaved down there? You should have asked him that question. I should have said, this is the question I want you to ask. Would you like to be shaved down there? Should we try the phone call some more or what?
I'm good. Whatever you guys want to do.
Oh my God. Acknowledging someone has a sexy feature isn't bad. It's pushing it and making them uncomfortable. Yeah. I mean, he could have acknowledged she had a sexy voice. Yeah, Michelle Simpson's
Well,
voice.
and I want to clarify too, and I'm sure so many other people feel like this. I could care less if he has a Jeannie fetish. When the
I don't
Jeannie
care.
fetish,
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Yeah, when the Jeannie fetish becomes an issue for me is when he has Tiffany act out this fetish with him, but doesn't tell her that, that it's a fucking fetish for him and that he's going to be jerking it to it. And then when he's liking small children, doing their splits in front of TV lamps and shit.
Sick.
So, and that is what I didn't want to go into a lot of asking him about the Jeannie fetish, other than how it related to what he did to Tiffany and what he did to the little girl and what he does to people online. Because I really couldn't give a fuck less. I'm sure there's things that I like sexually that you guys would all laugh at me for.
If
you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, you can make fun of me or whatever you want. You look at a belly dancer or a woman that's attractive sexually. I mean, you showing a lot of skin, and just think a woman that's at your command. I can see how a man would find that sexually arousing. I could give a fuck what anybody's into. I never think it's weird. I mean, unless it's kids. Fuck you then. Fuck
kids,
you.
Or again, with the Tiffany thing just really bothered me, and that's...
Yeah, I mean, he basically...
You don't bring your fucking fetish in and have someone else basically role play it with you.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's what, and I hate to even say that because I feel so bad for Tiffany, but at the end of the day, that's what he did. He had her unwittingly role play his kink for him.
Yeah. Because at the end,
like,
he's the winner who goes home.
He could have paid someone to do that with him, and they would have done it.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I wish that he would have done that instead of what he did.
Under the guise of comedy. I mean, it was just so disgusting all the way around. It's role-playing Jeannie. Dude. I mean... Oh my God, this fucking guy. Just...
I do want to acknowledge Magna. He made a really good, very long comment on... He's really good at, analyzing this. He pointed out, and I noticed it too, how Joran, when I asked him at first about looking at, the kids' pictures and stuff, he's basically like, well, I justified it to myself. So he sort of admits there that, yeah, it was more than just, there was something nefarious going on there because I was lying to myself and saying that I was supporting them. But then not even a second later when I'm like, so are you sexually aroused by kids, even if they're in these Jeannie costumes? He's like, no, oh, no, no, no. It's like, well, then why did you feel the need to make your little, well, I was telling myself justification just a second before?
Yeah. Yeah. And in his award-winning sketch, he did have his character have sex with the genie. That was the implication, that the genie went home with him and he was going to rub her the right way, basically.
Because Lorne couldn't. Lorne couldn't,
right.
And he could. And it went back to his, like, I'm so alpha, and Lorne is
I'm
so
the
beta.
alpha. Oh, that's the funniest thing that motherfucker ever said. Well, I think I pissed one of those basement dwellers off with my alpha video.
Oh, and then, yeah. How many secure men do you know that actually need to profess that they're alpha?
Yeah.
What the fuck does that even mean?
When they are.
A fucking wolf pack? You know what? Alpha?
I'm gonna wear a shirt that just says alpha all the time, so you fucking know. But I want to mention Sassy Ray Burlesque has a really great point. I think people like him get something out of being sneaky and almost voyeuristic. They enjoy not asking. So that kind of makes me think maybe that was an element to it. Just the fact that he got her to do this without her knowing that she was doing it might have been exciting for him. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's a little bit of a compelling thought to me.
Yeah, I would agree. Shin says, Tiffany and many syllables in the Great Bapsby would make the best law firm. The best ever. Look it up. I don't have to. I already know.
If you're an alpha, you don't have to announce it. That's goddamn right. Alpha's cringing said.
The TMB law firm.
TMZ.
TMB. Bapsby.
TMB.
Tiffany, Minnie, and Bapsby.
TMB My precious little Mexican princess.
Speaking of Mexico, did you see where I put the screenshot in the interview video where he's saying something like nothing better than a Mexican genie, and then he fucking says nachos.
What the fuck was that about? Yeah, because Mexicans just sit around and eat nachos all day. Like, I know we do at our house.
Well, they can't get their hands on any black barbecue, so they gotta.
When Kayla's done with her job mowing lawns, she just sits around and eats nachos all day. Like, what the fuck? He managed to offend, like, every sensibility I have. He really did.
I've dedicated every waking hour in my life to being an alpha.
We know, Shin.
Oh, it shows. You are alpha as fuck.
If Shin only knew how many hours me and Minnie spent talking about him.
And how we put our feet up in the chair.
Now do me a favor.
Put your feet up in the chair. Cotton or silk? Cotton or silk?
Silk or cotton. Now look,
yes,
open the top of your PJ bottoms. Oh.
Cody says, can confirm. Mexicans like nachos. My boy Lorne knows the POC for show. No, you didn't. Cody. Cody can't confirm. Mexicans like nachos.
What?
What the fuck? Can't confirm. Mexicans like nachos. What is going on right now in this stream?
We've just lost control of everything. This is so great. How much do I have to pay to be an alpha? Well, I hear there's some videos you can watch on how to be an alpha. Call Lemma.
You might want to start your Patreon now, though.
Yeah, start your Patreon. You fucker had a Patreon.
I'm telling you, I am over 150 now. I feel like you need to help me set up my Patreon.
I have no problems with anybody starting a Patreon. It was just that motherfucker. I was like, at least provide some entertainment before you ask for money, you stupid fuck.
This stream is a runaway bus with a bomb, Neo, and Sandra Bullock on it.
Alphas get paid $100,000 per episode. I'm gonna start an OnlyFans. Yeah, we fucking earned our ladders. That's for goddamn sure. I got no problem with Patreons. I really don't. But it was just so again,
and no one thinks you have problems with. No one here has. Like, we've talked so many times about how, like, it's so appropriate for TCAP Recipes to have a Patreon because he puts out such entertaining content, and he has to buy the food and the equipment and all the shit he needs to do the videos. So it absolutely makes sense for him to have a Patreon. But, like, how are you going to have a Patreon to get yourself paid for conning some girl into role-playing your fetish with you?
He probably thought, I'm living the life. I'm the best alpha there is. I'm getting paid to con chicks into talking dirty with me. You were sending me 5 videos of you in the shower a day. I wasn't even watching them. Oh, that's supposed to be Ramona. I'm sorry. You were sending me 5 videos of you in the shower a day. And I wasn't watching them. That's thing one.
Lorne.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Jesus Christ,
You were
Lorne.
sending me 5 videos a day of you in the shower. I had to tell you to stop. Lord.
And I still remember what you said. That could work.
Could work. Okay.
How am I going to continue to flirt with women in the live streams like I always do? You know the women. Hi, Amanda James. You know the women love my incessant flirting. You know they do.
Well, they do it with you openly.
Support sex workers. I got no problem with sex workers. I mean, absolutely not. Believe me, I'm saying this with all honesty. If I knew in my 20s how much money I could make, oh my fucking word.
Okay. I am going to say this now. I've had so much fun saying this, but as of 30 seconds from now, I swear I will not mention Lorne again in this stream because I don't want him to be the new Lorne. Like, I want him to be made fun of, but at the same time, like, I don't want him to have any more of this community's energy than he already has.
Yeah.
I'm not telling anyone else that they shouldn't talk about him or joke about him, but I've got to stop. I don't want to keep like this wheel going. I want to wash my hands of him. And I hope everyone else can too.
Yeah.
Scarlett says I should catfish Lorne pretending to be Ramona.
You could.
Lorne,
are you crying?
Lorne, wait, are you crying, Lorne?
If I had an OnlyFans, I'd make your bank account look like shit. Too late for that, dog. All right, let's give this one more shot. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, Here we go.
And I apologize, everyone. I'm not telling anyone that you shouldn't talk about him and joke about him. I really am not. I just am like, I need to take a step away from it. I've been balls deep in this Jeannie gate for the last week.
You've been Joran's weird colored, squishy.
I've been coupon deep in this shit too long.
Deep. Let's get back to forensic files. God damn it.
You don't want, like, your wet night, about to kiss you, and then you open your mouth, and then she, like, screams and turns her head. Like, you want her to be like, oh, those are some nice teeth, though.
I know. That's why I want to get them bleached.
Right.
Well, they have those
whitening strips. They work.
What's that?
Get the Crest whitening strips. Like, take a picture of your teeth, and then every day you put these whitening strips on for like half an hour.
Actual advice.
And after like a month, they get pretty white.
I might try that because you can get that right in Walmart.
In Walmart?
You get that right in the Walmart. It's like $30 for like a month's supply. So tell me about your knee. You have a wart and you poured battery acid on your knee?
This is so good.
Yeah, I put battery
I
on
love when
the
Paul
wart.
talks about the whole time.
Gets the wart away.
And did it work?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't have a wart. Do you have a scar for pouring battery acid on your knee?
So you no longer have a wart, but you have a huge-ass fucking scar on your knee.
He didn't want to let a doctor look at his knee.
Knee doctors walk around with fucking hot-ons all day.
He had a fucking girlfriend. It's not like he was going to let a doctor look at his knee.
I never even, oh my fucking word. If you tell me not to do it, I'm not going to fucking do it. I can just imagine him pouring.
You don't understand that you control me completely.
Completely. Oh, boy. This hillbilly, fuck.
Well, I don't know what's going on. I've gone into the doctor and they've tried freezing it off and it would go off and then it grew back and they didn't get down to the root. So I've just been putting battery acid on it when it grows back and it takes it right away again.
The only thing that will never leave Lorne is a fucking wart on his knee. It's funny, in all the hours we have Lorne recorded doing everything in his life, we have never heard him brush his teeth.
That is a really good point, Shin.
There's a picture of his bathroom somewhere. We have to study
You mean
that
the
photo.
toilet in the living room?
What?
You mean the toilet in the living room?
No!
Or are you talking about his front yard? I'm confused.
No, when Emma and Dan...
Sassy! Hear me brushing?
You hear me brushing? He flossed his ass, though. Jesus Christ. In the bathroom. When Emma and Dan visited him, Dan took a picture of the bathroom.
The bathroom.
And there were like some cleaning products. I don't know if I ever saw a toothbrush, though.
I'll have to go back through those.
One big fat toothbrush.
My absolute favorite picture in the dump, and it's just because of the clever title. So I'm not even going to describe it. I want you guys, all of you who have the dump, to go look. It's the Lawrence trailer pictures, and there's one called ceilingfan.jpg.
I know which
Just
one.
go look at it.
Lorne the fucking handyman.
It's this tiny little desk fan. There's no way it circulates any kind of air that high.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
just fucking hanging out of a corner of his tiled ceiling. And it's just fucking dangling there.
TCAT recipes, you're fucking killing me tonight. Joran takes extreme couponing to brand new levels. Yeah, Emma and Dan went to visit him for a deposition, apparently.
Maybe if he brushed his teeth with battery acid, his tooth wouldn't be bluish gray.
Oh my God. If they could convince Lorne to brush his teeth with battery acid, Jesus Christ. I want 3 of your babies, but you promise you won't molest them?
We'll molest them. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Oh my God. Oh my fucking word.
When was the last time you poured battery acid on your knee?
What?
What?
When was the last time you poured battery acid on your knee?
Oh, a couple of years ago.
And it grows back every couple of years?
Yep.
It's actually like, what do you call those twins that don't fully develop?
Siamese?
No. You know how a vestigial twin.
Oh. God. I was like, are you talking about my mirror twin?
No. I'm talking about a vestigial twin, if I'm saying it correctly.
Yeah.
Vestigial, maybe? Where a person was supposed to develop into twins.
But they didn't. Yeah, right. And it's
A parasitic twin, yeah, that's but you end up with just like a leg. Yeah, Lorne, that's called a tumor. Shin, you're a twin? Ah, we were talking about my fascination
Shin,
with
you're
twins.
a twin. That rhymed and it was so adorable.
Shin's twin.
You're a twin.
Show me the twins.
There's
That's
two
gotta
of you,
fucking hurt,
Shin.
doesn't it?
There's 2 Shins.
Twins.
No, it doesn't bother me at all.
What, it doesn't hurt?
Twins,
Joey,
koala.
you know what? Joey, wait, look. I think
Never
Joey
heard
knows
of
what
it.
mirror twins are.
Yes.
Joey, do you know what mirror twins are?
The wart
No,
is a
just
developed person.
Silently stare at the chat until Joey answers. Everyone else, shut the fuck up.
Shut up while we wait for Joey to answer. The wart is the developed person. Lorne is the parasitic one.
Joey, my twins are mirror twins.
Oh my God. Lorne is the parasitic twin.
He is.
Crazy.
He looks at.
No.
It's
That's
just
why his
bad.
face
It's just
is
a
all
pain in the
funky.
ass.
So what, you like open up a car battery and take the acid out and drip it on the wart?
Yep.
And the wart just like
Nope.
fizzles away?
Yep.
And there's no scar tissue around your knee?
Michael,
Lorne is the weird.
I swear to God,
Michael.
I was thinking of Total Recall.
I was too, but I couldn't think of it. I was gonna be like, the guy with the baby.
Guado on his knee.
Yeah.
Twins, too bad I can't join in sexual talk. Learn comedy. Stop. Oh, okay. Here we go.
Nope.
That's crazy, and it doesn't hurt?
The three boobs.
No.
You need to write a book called, like, Hillbilly Medical Techniques or something and put
Hillbilly.
You need to write a book of like hillbilly medical techniques.
I have
Joey!
Hillbilly.
You can't
Scarlett.
say that, Joey.
Scarlett says Lorne bought a whole new truck just so he could take the battery out for us.
He's gonna take the battery out of one truck and put it on his knee.
Dr. Lorne, medical hillbilly. Good night, Jimmy. Hi, asshole.
Asshole!
What you gotta do is buy a truck exactly like your other truck and take the battery acid out.
put that in there.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be recommended to do it, but I'm friggin' they can't freeze it down far enough so they get the root.
I'll just cut
I'll
the
just use
leg
battery
off.
acid. One of these times
Why
it
does
won't
he
go
keep
bad.
talking about the root?
If you get
The
a
root
deep
of
cut,
your
you
root.
just
The
like
root.
wrap it in duct tape or something?
Yeah, I have before.
Like instead of getting stitches,
Duct
you
tape.
just put it up with duct tape?
Lorne is so fucking
It's
proud of
duct-
himself.
Christ,
right
duct
now.
tape
Listen
works
to him.
Well, he's a old good old fashioned country boy. He's gonna give you a old fashioned country boy ass whipping.
Yeah, didn't he say that to Casey that she needs a good old fashioned country ass whooping?
Yep. Come on up here, cause I can't go down there.
I'll kill your dad's bodyguards.
I'm gonna
as
kill
soon
your
as
dad's-
Maria
Bring you-
approves it.
Bring your bodyguards over here, cause I can't leave the state.
And that's like his go-to line. Dan, you queer. You come up here, and I'll put you in a body bag. You come up here face to face, and I'll
I'm gonna
put you in a body bag.
I'm gonna bury you, Dan.
As long as you come on my property, because I can't leave.
A body bag.
A body bag. And then he's like, but I promise you, if you come here, I won't make you leave in a body bag, but I'll knock you right to the ground.
Tough guy.
You'll be leaving in the ambulance. And
The
lucky
emperor.
if you don't leave in a body bag.
A
What
boy-
is wrong with you?
I'm gonna bury you.
Imagine being like, Babsy, I'm gonna fight you. I'm gonna fight you. You need to come to my house to do it.
Come here so I can kick your ass. Vestigial. Thank you, sniper guy. Whatever. You know what I fucking meant. Whatever.
Better than anything.
That's right. And if you're gonna burn, you put butter on it, right?
Nothing
Night
burn?
driver.
No.
I
You
saw
should put
that
arrow
name.
plant.
They commented on it. Night driver.
What?
Look at the screen name. Night driver.
Night driver. Jordan telling Wes that he thought all his thumbs down were from the Cornville Mafia. Well, I mean, he was working with the biggest names in the business. Come on. She said pictures of Lorne. Oh. My favorite stream comment came from Cybersqueak when she said she pictures Lorne on the main state line shaking his fist at Dan. Just step over this line, Dan.
Look at Magnus. Lorne's Hillbilly Home Recipes. Got athlete's foot, WD-40,
Oh,
just a
God.
few squirts, ingrown toenail, needle nose pliers, and lots of Bud Light.
Oh, it's so fucking gross. Fly down here so I can kick your ass. I'm gonna bury you.
Buy a plane ticket. I'm gonna kill your bodyguards.
Kill your yeah. But he won't do anything dirty. I won't be a hitman, Paul. A duel with Lorne would be like a game of Red Rover.
Picture Lorne a hitman.
Jorn opened the Patreon so he could buy the other gold heel. God damn it.
Picture Lorne as a Man, like the video game.
Oh.
And he's got on a tank top, but it's the ones that are like that have tux printed on it.
Yeah, the t-shirt.
Yeah.
Lorne. Lorne Armstrong.
He's making that stupid fucking kissy face.
0013. Oh, I'm sorry. 00 supposed to be 13.
Take a break off a piece of aloe plant. Aloe plant.
Aloe plant.
And break a piece of that off.
He's gonna kill
put that on a
Pawl
burn. That
and
heals
all
it.
his bodyguards, but told Ramona
If
that
you
he's
get
going
her
to
or
kill a deer.
Yeah. I couldn't even kill a deer. I'm so gentle. I'll kick your ass on Google Earth. Don't shoot at me.
I'm sensitive.
Why I oughta. You goddamn guys. Well, listen. He only needed one gold shoe because if you think about it, when the genie's coming out of the lamp, she doesn't even have feet, so. License to phone kiss.
I'm a damn good driver with the PTO on.
Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Okay. He could be a hitman if he remained anonymous. He leaves his driver's license at the crime scene. It's just Lorne Armstrong.
Mosquito, do you like pee on it?
A what?
What?
If you get a mosquito bite, do you pee on it?
Oh, God, no.
What
Get a mosquito bite, you just deal with it.
Oh, you just deal with it?
Mosquito. Yeah, they're just tiny things that don't bother you unless they want to. You want getting West Nile virus off them.
Yeah, jellyfish thing.
Huh?
You pee on a jellyfish thing.
Yeah, the jellyfish thing you do.
Right.
I like how I just repeat whatever you say.
Huh?
That's my talent. I copy Bapsby.
Read now.
I copy her.
Dude, that's crazy.
I'm copying you. I'm copying you.
So besides
I know it.
And there's just
Shoe on the ground.
Oh, fuck, I did it again. What?
You go to my channel and there's just a whole bunch of like shitty remakes of all your videos and streams. I'm like, what? That's you questioned me about it, and I'm like, I mean, can I talk to you about my creative process? And they're all shitty. None of them are as good as yours. Verge, Minnie must really like Bapsby to be copying her.
You must really like me a lot. So green eye princess.
No!
I did it again. I restarted the whole fucking video. I think abort.
Yeah, I think maybe should we do a part 2 and pick up this
we'll do a
call?
part 2. I'll have to go back and figure out.
I feel like, honestly, I mean, I've had so much fun laughing, but this call, it's legitimately one of my favorite calls, and I feel like it needs to be heard.
Yeah, please go and actually listen to the call you have not been able to hear tonight. But you gave me a really good idea. I think I'm going to redo that roast that Jorn did. I'm going to do it exactly like you did it. Do you think weird penises is what turns guys into creeps?
No, I've known some perfectly normal guys with some weird dicks.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen some pretty...
And I've seen a lot of dicks,
yeah.
guys.
I mean, I've seen thousands.
I have all the hot dicks openly flirting with me.
Yeah. So I'm going to write this comedy skit with a threesome, and with 3 women, a threesome. And we're all going to tell shitty jokes.
Define weird shin. Let's hear from a penis expert.
Right. Hi, Logan.
TCAP recipes.
Pew-pew.
I'm going to tell you right now, your dick is better because it's attached to you.
Aww. You are
That's
such
how
a nice
special he is.
person. Minnie got all
It really
kinds of
is.
penises.
Minnie got all kinds of penises.
What? I've worked with some of the biggest dicks in the community. Same.
Oh my god.
I don't think I'm bragging bragging when I say I am one of the biggest chicks in the community.
Minnie got all kinds of penises.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Oh my God.
I don't even know how long we've been going, Precious.
Probably a while at this point.
I got so much stamina. It'll spin your head. Teacup, I thought you were going to borrow BBC for your date.
Thank you, Edgar.
Minnie is
People
great.
are always so nice to me when I'm in your streams. I mean, they're nice to me in general.
Because you're
but
wonderful.
They're super nice to me. It's a super nice.
And you're a genuinely nice person.
You're going to get to know me a little better.
Hashtag dick pic apology. Jesus Christ. Sprite, okay.
Cook
better.
I can't get over Minnie got all kind of penises.
Yeah. Just penises everywhere.
No.
Like, just move those penises off the couch and have a seat. You'll be fine.
I got paper mache penises that I make out of coupon books to fake cum.
What do you use for glue? Lorne, well, if you make Lorne's penis look better, you've really got a problem. I was in the Army. I've seen more penises than I care to remember. Same, Cody. Same.
She's seen a whole army.
No, just saying. Good times, sunnier days.
Minnie has it all. Looks and lots of money.
She'll make
you a money girl now?
Oh, yeah. What are you, Edgar? A money girl? Since when were you a money girl, Edgar?
Constantly being slapped in the face with dick. Scarlett says, can confirm, never received an unsolicited dink pic that didn't make me dry heave.
You know, yeah, I think just the thought of the unsolicited dick pic makes you sick. It's just... Ugh.
Yeah. Even if it's a attractive dick, it's still like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I seriously did not want that. Thank you, Shin. He says we make a great team. Thank you.
The Bapstman and Robmin.
The Robmin. We need to...
Spider. I gotta do Spider Shin, though.
Yeah. Spider Shin and Bapstman, Robmin, and... God, you put me on the spot. The ladies of COD. We need a Jordan fantasy story called... Call it Flaccidly Ever After.
Oh! Look, my daughter's back.
Hi, Cyber Squeak. Oh, Jesus
Mini
Christ.
Daddy. Mini Daddy loves you.
We were talking about
Off
your
the
work
verge.
earlier.
Pew
pew.
Bapstman.
Bapstman. Oh, the Bap signal. Iron Dan.
The Bap signal is pew pew.
Pew 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 pew. Oh my God. Baps and Minnie with special guest anytime. Anytime. I would have Tiffany Lockhart anytime. She's
Shin, that's if I had to pick a superhero for you, I would say it would be Spider-Man. That's all.
Yeah, I had the same thought, and I love Spider-Man.
Yeah.
He's like smart and a smart ass and
our friendly neighborhood superhero.
Oh, thank you, Euro. I heard if you smoke while you run, it'll make your cock straight. That's a lie. We fight Dan in an army of Derek henchmen.
Was it curved?
Captain.
Holy mangled penises, Bapsman.
The human foot. Kayla, fuck you. The human foot. I don't know how many people are...
Shin's koala as Daredevil because they both have law degrees.
That's deep. But I like Spider-Man better. I don't like Daredevil. I like Spider-Man better.
Shin, yes, you did. That's why I keep saying it.
Wait a minute. What's going on here? He's sending out Spider-Man videos? Like,
Oh, yeah. Shin has a Spider-Man fetish.
Shin's Spider-Man fetish.
He got me to unwittingly act out a part as Mary Jane. And you was at me.
You son of a bitch. Cody, it's okay. It's okay.
No, I said Aunt May, not Aunt Mary.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Thanks a lot. I really want to be Uncle Ben.
No, you were Aunt May.
Oh, Dr. Octopus and Spider-Man. Oh my God. Yeah, that's Lorne's.
Can I show you the video, Minnie? You already have. That's why I'm exposing you.
Shin shoots white stuff out of his wrists.
There's a lot of TikTok going on. Wes, you missed it.
Aunt Sharon. Aunt Sharon. And Uncle Clayton.
Minnie got all kind of penises. I will never get over that.
This is the stupidest. I love you so much, but this is the stupidest live stream.
No one will ever come on here. If you ever have me on your channel again, no one will ever listen to you again. Okay, I will, Shin. I will.
Oh, fuck.
So, Bapsy, Shin really did send me a Spider-Man video, and
I'll
I'll
bet.
send it to you. He shot the white stuff out of his wrist.
Aunt Sharon. I'm so sorry, Cody. I know we're being weird. I'm so sorry.
Michael says we've reached peak stupidity. That's
All
just the
kinds of
kind compliment.
penises.
Those are the kind of compliments I was here for. We've
Jesus
reached peak
Christ.
stupidity.
Yep, that's where we are. It's
Lala's like, sometimes I worry I'm too immature, and then I hear these fucking idiots.
I said face. My precious fucking genies. The green. All right.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, I think we should because I'm like gonna be sick. I'm laughing so fucking hard. Oh my God.
And we're starting to get into that just like delirious, like shampoo bottle.
Yeah, what is it with coupons? Okay.
What's the deal with all these harem girls?
All I did was look for TCAP episodes one time. All you have to do is show up one time, Cody, and look what happens. Do. All right, let's wrap this shit up.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Good night, everyone. Thank you so much for listening to me.
Oh, thank you so much. Everybody, seriously, go check out. If you have not seen Minnie's interview or if you've not subscribed to her channel, there's really something fucking wrong with you. Who wants biscuit?
Sub to Minnie.
Sub to Minnie. She's one of the biggest names in the business.
Trust me, you're not going to want to miss out on this. You sub to me, and all the hot women in the community will openly flirt with you.
Openly flirt with you. All right. I really appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. I really needed this.
Ethel said that was the I Dream of Jeannie song.
I know, but all I could think of was do.
Bapsy and I will be doing plenty of things in the near future.
Yeah.
We love you all.
We've got some pretty funny things planned. But I appreciate everybody hanging out. My son's gone for a month. I was a little down, so you guys did more for me than you could ever know tonight. I really appreciate y'all being here. And on that note, go spank your genies and bye, sweethearts.